There we go. Cool, it's working now, I think. Cool. Yay! Are we loading in? Oh, Chai, got a present for you. Got a present for chat. That's what I'm doing right now. She's adorable. I love it. I love it how, like, chill she is about it. Yoink. Yeah, the lack of eye shyness really makes it. I love it. Oh gosh. How do I refresh stream? That was a spooky noise. I did not like that.
Yes. She provided two very distinct reasons. The first, at the outset of the recorded interview, was she indicated that she had
we're back.
Gone into shock and therefore did not properly recall the events at the time. The second reason that she provided was that Erwin Dundee had looked her in the eyes and told her what happened, and she believed him.
I love it.
Say that last bit again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The second reason that she provided was that Erwin Dundee had looked her in the eyes and told her what happened, and she believed him.
Did she state why she believed Mr. Dundee?
She indicated during the interrogation that she did not believe he was capable of committing those actions. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. I would refer directly.
Thank you, Ava. I love it. I love it so much.
Is Mr. Dundee the type of person who would try to kill a cop?
Oh, God, he's got 4,885 plus attempted murders, yes.
And
so
was there any proof that the defendant was aware of that?
Yes, in her prior text message communications, one of the highlighted records, she indicated that he was, quote, the man with the longest rap sheet in Los Santos. Further, she had personally referred to that several times during plea negotiations with myself and Demi Black in relation to the murder.
What was the reasoning for taking a second statement of the defendant?
The defendant had reached directly out to investigating officers and indicated that she would like to provide an updated statement. This was the day after the incident.
Was there reasoning that she didn't provide that information on scene?
That's going to be speculation, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm asking if she provided reasoning for this desire to provide an updated statement. I don't think that's speculation at all. I'm asking the detective if she provided said reasoning.
Yeah, it's a pretty direct question. Did she say anything to him? So it's overruled.
At the outset of the recorded interview, she indicated that she was that at the time of the incident she was suffering from shock, but had since recalled further events.
Yeah, straight
Okay.
angry.
And did she state when she recalled those events?
During the course of the interview, she indicated that she recalled them 2 to 3 days after the incident when she had a visit with a medical professional.
Oh
I'm
god,
not gonna dive
Kiki's
too much into that
clothes.
for medical reasons. I don't know if she can open that up. Or
Kiki's
not, so.
clothes make me so happy.
And was there any evidence to the contrary of this?
Yeah, she tried to schedule the interview the day after the incident, which is kind of wonky on the timeline since she said she didn't visit with a medical person until 2 or 3 days later.
And was there any evidence in the records that
Another one on
was
Thursday. I
counteractive to
haven't
this,
finished the last one.
contradictive to this?
Ooh,
Yes,
exciting.
approximately 2 hours after the incident, she
Very
texted
exciting.
her friend Brooklyn Baker that she had, quote, watched someone be shot until the perpetrator had to reload, providing more detail to her friend
was
in a
about to
text
say,
message
expect
than
that.
she initially provided to police on scene.
Righty. You stated that she was in shock. Did she
Mhm.
state a reasoning for the shock?
I'm just missing the second one.
She indicated once or twice throughout the
obstacle
course
thing.
of the interview that she did not do well with guns or gunshots.
And was there any evidence during the interrogation to the contrary?
Yes, actually. In order to put this theory to the test, the firing range was cleared for use upstairs during the interrogation. Through the interrogation recording, you can hear, I believe it's 4 to 5 gunshots go off upstairs, reverberating through the walls. There's a very brief pause in the interrogation where the defendant asks, were those gunshots? We respond affirmatively, and then the interrogation continues.
Right. Well, you are not. You are.
Well, from your point of view, what was the demeanor of the defendant when those shots went off?
She paused very briefly, and then immediately, I wouldn't say immediately, a few seconds later, regained her composure and continued along questioning as normal.
During questioning of Deputy Holden, he stated that the defendant was seen hyperventilating and panicking. Were there any signs of that?
Annoying
when
map.
the
Good
gunfire went
luck.
off?
I like annoying ones.
No, not when the gunfire went off.
Okay.
I just
Was
hear-
there any additional gunfire throughout the interrogation?
Not that I am directly aware of.
Okay. That is it for me. Let me just chat with Detective Black real quick, and I will be good to go.
Hey, Lucy.
Hi, it's been. Not much.
Your Honor, motion to Jim Carrey
I do,
myself some
unfortunately.
questions.
Yes.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can't hold yourself in contempt.
No, but you can. I'll leave that part for you.
No.
Yeah, exactly, Ava.
You have
exactly.
you have assistants prosecuting this case that should be able to cover everything as long as you did your work before.
Andy, just whisper it.
I don't think Bill's gonna let me whisper it. He's super serial.
But you could just go to prison anyway.
Why
It's
would
your
you
bir- it's
bring
your
up
birthday.
Man Bear Pig?
It's his birthday, Your Honor. You can't.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't get anything on my birthday. And if there's one more outburst from you, you're joining Bundy in prison. Understood?
Wait, Bundy's going to prison?
But I'm going back to prison.
On his
We will
birthday.
Awesome.
talk after this.
It's amazing out
Aw.
there. All right.
Yeah.
What?
Let me just review my notes real quick, Your Honor.
You want to go to prison with Bundy and Demi?
What?
Should I go to prison with
No.
Bundy and Demi?
Oh,
Or Seven
Actually, I
Bundy.
have some questions.
you already went to prison.
I'm sleepy.
Am.
Was there any indication during the interrogation for the
Hope
reasoning?
this isn't loud.
My apologies. Let me reword that, Your Honor.
I can do this.
What was the basis of the meeting in those cells prior to the incident?
Pursuant to.
I'm sorry. I'm going to object to that question being confusing. I don't understand what Odessa was referring to.
The meeting in the cells where this took place, what was the reasoning? Is that clear?
Oh, you mean for the interrogation?
No, in cells. Here, in the courtroom. Or courthouse.
Oh, so she's referring to the meeting between Dundee and
Yes.
Demi. Okay.
Should I answer?
You're good now, Birch, or
Yeah, that's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
go ahead.
Pursuant to both the recorded statement of Demi Black as well as the interrogation, the intent was to process Erwin Dundee for a plea deal in relation to the People versus Erwin Dundee.
And what was the defendant's role in that?
Night, Ava.
The defendant was serving as counsel for Erwin Dundee.
Did the defendant have any personal stake in that matter?
Your Honor, this is going to be speculation. He can't know what stakes she has or doesn't have in the matter.
Your Honor, I would disagree because it was brought up during the interrogation on the defendant's role in this matter, specifically the evidence that pertains to this in the records.
Simply because it's the wrong objection, I'm going to overrule.
Yeah, I was actually there at the bail hearing and personally heard her put her house on the line if he didn't show up to court. So I'd say she probably did. And I'm not speculating that. I heard it directly.
Is he okay?
Oh, and it's on the docket.
Apologies, Your Honor. I bit of a coughing fit over here. So to confirm, her house was on the line?
Yes, her house as well as $100,000 that she had placed up for the, I guess we would call it a bond for the bail of Erwin Dundee, were both potentially subject to forfeit $100,000 if he violated bail, the house if he failed to show up for trial.
At a court case?
Sorry,
Would,
condominium, apartment, something like a personal property. I'll say that.
Did Mr. Dundee ever violate that bail?
Yeah. During processing, he beat the hell out of
Oh,
Dundee and
doggo!
then shot her, and that was
I hear
before
a
he processed
doggo.
her.
Where the
We
fuck
had a
is Zero?
violation.
Someone let Zero
I
in
think
here?
that's Ted.
No, that's
Huh?
Doug. Doug
Yeah,
is
it's
in the,
definitely Doug.
Doug's in the
Okay.
corner.
Yeah, Doug's over there.
Oh,
All right.
I think Ted smells sandwiches, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, it was all of those things, in my professional opinion, would be a bail violation. Turns out that's right, actually, because the bail was.
I bought a lot of
violated
things.
by Judge Nathaniel Grayson on the docket.
I bought a lot of things, that's why. Oh no, my head popping again.
Have I gone deaf?
No,
Thank
I'm
God.
wording the question properly, so
Okay.
I ensure that it's not vague for the defense.
Oh, okay.
Were the actions taken by the defendant on scene of the People's A in your professional opinion, were the actions on scene by the defendant of the People's A can't think of how to word this. My apologies, Your Honor.
Just take your time.
You got this, Odessa. Yeah, I was just showing you what I have. I'm not playing it, but...
Okay. During your analysis of the People's A, what was the excuse given by the defendant on scene of the People's A?
I'm gonna have to ask for clarity. The excuse for what?
You stated that she provided a similar excuse to the People's B. What was that excuse on the People's A?
During the interrogation of Samantha Sanders, she indicated that Erwin Dundee had requested that she go to a shooting range and fire off gunshots, so that she would also appear to be GSR positive, which was identical to the excuse previously provided in the People's B.
Okay, and did officers believe this excuse?
From the People's B,
For the People's A?
negative.
What?
No.
Where is that on the
Objection!
report? I'm
That's not
sorry.
in evidence.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would reference the interrogation to which she stated specifically.
She stated that Dundee asked that of her, not that she said that to police.
I literally said in my response that she said that Erwin had instructed her to do that.
It was very tame.
She got very upset just then.
My counter objection would be misstatement of testimony, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm gonna overrule that one. Continue.
So was this were there any other explanations provided by the defendant during the interrogation of the defendant Sanders? Did she mention any other lies that were given to her by Dundee?
During the interrogation, she backtracked on the initial statement from the 911 relating to a masked individual who had perpetrated the act. She indicated that that was a statement told to her by Erwin Dundee, who had looked her in the eyes and told her that is what had transpired.
Okay, and did officers believe this idea of a masked gunman?
I can't speak.
I'm
for
sorry.
other
I'm going to
officers, but
object to vague.
speaking-
When did
Okay.
these officers? What time frame are we talking about for these officers? And where
I'm
is
happy
this
to
directly
reword.
stated?
Sure, Susan.
I'm happy to reword. Was there any evidence of this masked gunman?
Outside of the defendant's 911, no. and the corroborating statement of Erwin Dundee.
Hydrate. Thank you, Michael.
Had the masked gunman story been believed, would bail have been violated for Mr. Dundee?
No, it would not.
I'm going to object to speculation on that, actually, Your Honor.
Yeah.
He is not the judge presiding over this. He can't know whether bail would be violated or not.
Happy to reword it, Your Honor.
Sure you want to reword it?
Not necessarily. I don't think
Well,
it's
we have a
necessary.
rebuttal?
Rebuttal to it would be that, Bundy is the one who is the investigator of the matter and was working with Detective Sergeant Black on the matter and helped request the bail violation to begin with. As officers, we are determined to push that information forward to the judge for the request of a bail violation. And this is a question of if Assistant Chief Bundy here would have started that process of a bail violation were it to be the masked gunmen who entered the courthouse.
Oh
Defense,
god, they're
anything
too
else?
good at this. They're very good at
No, I mean,
This
if she's asking the question that way, then it's fine.
wordings.
It's just not what I don't believe that's what she initially asked.
All right, overruled. Go ahead.
Alrighty, that's it from.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You can reset your. Yeah, go ahead.
No, we would not have requested a violation of the bail of Erwin Dundee in that instance.
Ready. I am happy there. I have nothing else. I'm happy to pass it to the defense.
Your Honor, motion to be a hostile witness.
You're inherently hostile.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
When performing forensics tests on crime scenes, do you normally test every weapon that was present at the scene?
Objections. Relevance.
He's literally talking about the forensics on the scene.
Your Honor, I would rebut that there was no discussion of how evidence is handled, how evidence is dealt with, no sides of procedure or anything like that. It's also it's talking about LEO procedure, which is typically frowned upon within the courtroom.
Yeah, I'm going to overrule that. SOPs are frowned upon, but asking procedures, how do you document evidence? What do you typically do is something completely different from operating procedures of the officers.
They're so good at
And
words,
is,
chat. I wish I was that
Something
good
that
with
should
words.
be within scope within the public.
They're
Go
so
ahead.
good at words, apparently.
Yeah,
that's
speaking as the head of
yeah.
the street crimes unit and the assistant chief of police, everybody that I train is instructed to specifically run all firearms.
Yeah, I know. It's
Specifically
crazy.
to identify the make and model of the firearm that is utilized and enter all casings and projectiles into evidence. So I suppose the short version of that, the answer to that question is yes.
Do police ever overlook evidence on a scene, such as things left on the ground?
Fuck if I know. I'm not all police.
Okay, fair. Would a gun being on Demi Black's person make it easier to find this weapon?
Speculatory, no, because a gun being located in close proximity to the victim would also be easy to find. However, sometimes local janitors are assholes and they grab stuff, so maybe.
So regardless of whether or not the gun was on the floor or on Demi's person, it's pretty much guaranteed it would have been checked by forensics.
Yes. The reason for that being that our 1013 alphas typically sound off somewhere between 0 and 30 seconds. Even at the far ends of Polito, you're looking at a 3 to 4 minute response time maximum. Somewhere central to the city, like the courthouse, you're looking at approximately a 30-second to 1 minute response time, meaning that officers would have immediately located it. Further, the gun being on the ground would have been a direct indication to any investigator with 3 brain
Understand
cells that they should
England?
probably
Me
run
neither.
that by.
He said it.
Were there
Alright,
any
hold on,
other...
Hold on. I'm going
Would
to
you like
call
my
a
little
quick
warning?
sidebar with the three of you real quick.
Someone
Bundy, stay there.
suggested that they talk Portuguese, but I feel like my brain wouldn't understand Portuguese either at this time.
Kind of wish I could play bingo right now.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we were prepared for bingo.
Oh god.
Because I want to be. Is this
Never
like
come to court without a
SCU
bingo
related
card.
questions?
I have a feeling that he asked her, "Why are you
Hi.
over here?"
Demi, you're loud.
You think I do that for your benefit so you can eavesdrop? Shut up!
I was just letting you know.
Freaking out. Debbie is so loud.
That's my
Debbie
daughter.
is so freaking loud. It's absolutely insane. She's funny. She kind of reminds me of Harlow, Dr. Harlow,
Sure that they're not trying to.
when it comes to like loudness.
Why Demi's gun was checked. I like that. Come back to it.
I like
I as well.
They look good.
Really, I don't like the green.
Yeah.
I like the gray
I'm
and the dark
surprised
green.
there's no red.
Because of Christmas Eve.
True. That is true.
All right, thank you for that. Sorry about
No, no, I want.
You need to jump.
I want a rainbow
that.
stethoscope.
Shouldn't go ahead, Jared. Miss Damos.
I want one.
Rainbow stethoscope.
I want one too.
Were any other firearms found on the scene?
No, just the one.
Referring back to the interrogation, you said Sanders paused after she heard the gunshots. Did you inform her that the gunshots were from a firing range?
Affirmative, yes, we did.
Did you inform Sanders that she was under investigation before she offered to update her statement?
Not legally required to do that, so nope.
Right, perfect. See to Sebastian.
Did I hear correctly that you were you set up this firing range test to sort of test this philosophy about how she feels about guns?
No, I said that with that in mind, the firing range was cleared for use. It's standard procedure for units to dial 311 and request that. We did not specifically request any officers to go and do that.
Just hoped that someone might go in there.
No, we approved it when the 311 came in, despite the fact that interrogations were ongoing. It is standard for us to deny that when we have an interrogation happening. However, again, under these particular circumstances, we had reason to doubt the defendant's statement.
Okay, I mean, that's understandable. You're a police officer. I get that. I mean, for this to be a representative test, I suppose, it would have to be a little bit closer. So I would ask, did you pull out a gun next to her?
No.
Did you fire a number of rounds into the ground next to her?
Nope, that would be psychopath behavior.
Did you fire a number of rounds into a person on the ground next to her?
No, hadn't done that.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. Gives me a little faith. You mentioned a masked gunman in the original statement and on the 911. Can you point out on the 911 where it says a masked gunman?
I mean, I can't really read that from here, but I can pull up my copy. Hold on.
I know that is acceptable. It is a little blurry over there.
So the statement says someone came into the courthouse and shot Demi as we were processing Dundee. They ran out. Does not specifically indicate the adjective masked.
Okay, thank you. And can you take a look at Reming's detail of Sam's statement and tell me in there where it points out a masked gunman?
Nah, I ain't doing that hearsay stuff, dog. You could have asked him that.
I mean, you attested to it direct. Well, you know what? You attested it directly. I'm going to ask you to answer the question. I'm going to go non-responsive, Your Honor.
answer it?
Can I refer to that? Yes, I can.
Oh, I'm glad to know that you can refer to it.
Oh my god.
Please refer to it, and please point out in the statement where he says a mass gunman, or where he says that Sam said a mass gunman.
If you had been listening to my original testimony, you would know that I pointed that out as one of the many contradictions raised by the defendant. During her 911, she indicated that
did
someone
you
came into the
testify?
courthouse.
All right,
and
I'm gonna
assaulted
stop
dinner,
you again,
then-
and I'm gonna go non-responsive again.
Okay.
You have to give
Ask him a
Objection.
very specific question. He's
Objection.
going way off topic.
Misstatement of
You
testimony.
would
He
be-
stated that it was in the interrogation to which she attested
Are
to
there
a
really
masked
guns?
individual, not the 911.
Rebuttal?
You hungry, V?
I mean, I'd like to see a timestamp for that, but I'm gonna need a minute to go through the notes on the interrogation, if you don't mind. But I don't believe that he stated in the interrogation. I think he said in her statement and in the 911.
To which I will say, Your Honor, I believe he's getting testimonies mixed up between Deputy Remming and Assistant Chief Bundy's. It was Deputy Remming who mentioned the masked gunman in the 911. I think there's a possible confusion happening here, Your Honor.
How to find out if Filmbase has been taken.
Yeah, I'm going to send that.
Sorry, Chow was saying goodnight to Aiden.
All right, you know what? That's fine. I understand that you don't want to go through his statement.
Okay. You know what, Birch, come see me after the trial. You got it?
Understood, Your Honor.
Night, Aiden.
Everyone's seeing the teacher after.
I'm going to refer to my co-counsel for a second.
I've always wondered, are we technically in recess while they confer, or is it just like, do I just have to sit here and be quiet?
Just got to sit and do our thing.
Oh, okay.
If you lean in close enough, you can see hockey over here on this monitor.
Your Honor, we are good to go.
Go with questioning or...
We'll cede the witness to the prosecution, Your Honor.
Sure.
Alrighty. Was the defendant read her rights at the start of the interrogation?
She was, yes. We did the essentially during interrogations. Sometimes we will be slightly more lax with the Miranda rights because, per the People versus Miranda or Miranda v. Arizona, there is nothing. What's that weird word that they use? Basically, we ain't got to read them exactly like that. We just got to inform them of what their rights are. So we told her that, you know, it was a purely voluntary interview. She was free to leave at any time. We further informed her that she had the right to have counsel present if she wished. So she was informed of her Miranda rights, just in a non-traditional and calmer setting since it began as a recorded interview.
Oh, I gotta use that one.
And at any point was she informed that she was detained?
Yes, during the transition from the initial recorded interview, which was just a series of mostly narrative responses from her, followed by seeking clarification from myself and yourself, Detective Odessa. After the transition from that point, she was informed that she was being detained at that stage.
Perfect. In the photographs from the People's A, were there any non-documented casings seen in those photographs?
Negative, not pursuant to the photographs.
Okay, and was the location where Detective Sergeant Black was shot, was that photographed?
Puppy.
I would have to refer directly to the evidence for that.
You're welcome to.
Yes, the location of the shooting was recorded in photograph and evidence labeled cell scene number 1.
Okay, and during the interrogation, was there any mention to the firearm used in the incident?
Yes, it was not testified, sorry. It was stated by Defendant Sanders during the recorded interview that it was Erwin Dundee utilizing the firearm of Demi Black.
Okay, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right. And step down, Deputy Chief. Deputy Chief? Assistant Chief? What is it?
Assistant Chief these days, Your Honor.
All right. Ask Chief. You can sit
Come on,
down.
Ted.
Are you
Yes, Chief.
recalling him?
No, Your Honor, we're not.
All right. You're free to go.
I can't leave. I'm a prosecutor.
Any other witnesses?
Oh,
Yep, 2 more, Your Honor. The next is Dr. Ludwig Guile.
All right. Come on up.
I got 2 more.
Is it spelled Guile like from Street Fighter?
Yes, officer.
Why is every selfie? that
Oh,
don't
so
have
sorry.
Make sure you're yelling
Good done.
there, Doctor.
Donut.
Winston,
sir.
when you're ready.
All right, if you could raise your left hand, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth, so help you, Lonely Hulk?
I solemnly swear.
All right, make sure you are yelling, Doctor.
Alrighty, how's this?
You're quiet. Speak up.
Yeah, you're very quiet.
Say it with your chest.
What about now?
It's better. I can hear. Can the defense hear?
Yeah, we're good. We can hear.
Peanut gallery can hear.
Ready. Please state your name and profession for the record.
I'm Dr. Ludwig Guile, and I'm a doctor, a staff doctor at Los Santos Medical Group.
Do you have any special training, certificates, or specialties in relation to your profession?
Yes, ma'am. I have a medical license and I have a specialty in geriatric medicine.
Okay, were you on shift on February 10th, 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you treat Detective Sergeant Demi Black on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What injuries did Detective Sergeant Black present with?
They suffered gunshot wounds to their chest, through and throughs, significant blood loss from the gunshot wounds, and bruises all over him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what were your primary concerns with the injuries presented?
Mostly the gunshot wounds and the blood loss.
What treatment was provided to Detective Sergeant Black?
Standard treatment. They were given multiple bags of O-negative blood, and they were cleaned, debrided of any sort of dead tissue. Nothing vital was hit, luckily. However, they were significant and life-threatening. However, we got her stitched up and dressed with sterile bandages. And obviously, we for the bruises, we got numbing cream and ice packs for those.
Okay. Were there any specific issues or traumas to Detective Sergeant Black's head noted?
No, there was no indicators of that. No dilated pupils or anything like that.
Okay. And did any of Detective Sergeant Black's injuries present a substantial risk of brain trauma?
No, not that was examined or noticed at all.
Was Detective Sergeant Black admitted to the ICU?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did anybody visit Detective Sergeant Black?
I contacted the emergency contacts. However, there was an individual, the defendant, that did access the ICU unauthorized.
Okay. And was she on the emergency contact list?
Oh.
No.
God dang it. Head keeps head popping. God dang it. Did stream break again? No, I didn't. Weird. Fine. Judge. Head pop, head pop, head pop, head pop. Go. Head pop. Gosh darn it. Might take a second. Come on. Time to stretch, chat. Head pop, head pop. Go say hi. Ugh. Go get half chat, go say hi to Owl. Whilst we wait to load in. Go say hi to Owl. Go say hi to Owl whilst we wait to load in. Go tell her she's doing a great job. I might hope over, to be fair, and say hi as well. Just real quick. This might take a second. Oh, almost in. Almost back in. He said hi. Oh heck. I know how much longer I can stay. I'm getting sheepy. Don't you said it. I can't hear you. Yay! 24-hour stream. Fuck that. Subathon. Chat, you already know how I do with like an 8-9 hour stream. Hey, Boldby. Chat, you already know how I am when I do like 8 or 9 hour streams. I am at the end. If I ever did a 24-hour stream, I don't know. I don't know what especially at this time of night. Like, my brain's not working. Usually, like, things would be very bad. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Come on, Q. Be nice to me. Yeah. There we go. Finally. I haven't had enough time getting through an 8-hour day. Exactly. See, you get me. Get me. Heck. Oh my god, it's almost 20 in the morning. You get me. Yeah, you're late. It's almost 2 in the morning. Xerix, go to sleep. I forget that you were 1 hour ahead of me. Go to sleep. I feel like we need to make a yawn command on this channel. You're too tired to sleep? What? How does that work? How are you too tired to sleep? I swear, I need to make a yawn command on this channel. I think it'd probably be higher than the crash command. Ugh. I'm trying to not be too loud as well, because Eden's gone sheep. Xerix, you're crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yawn. Streets are playing with my mind. Here we are. Jesse! Yay! We're awake! There we are. Okay, we're back. Yay. Oh. Why are they pumping?
Damn. Kiki, you know what the world's not ready for, though? A Bundy clown.
Oh my god, yes.
1 minute warning.
You know Ripley would...
Wait,
What?
I think Kirk and Ripley.
Who said
Bill, is it in recess right now?
Yeah.
Hey, are one of you lawyers that are not lawyering right now want a lawyer? Y'all want to be a lawyer, or y'all watching?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, Bloom. What? Come here.
I got
would have
someone in the cells
hated
that wants
it.
the lawyer. I figured I
Now.
figured there's no way in hell.
Well,
all
I'm
five
trying
of,
to-
yeah, I figured
Yeah,
no way
what's
in
up,
hell
what's
all
up?
5 of the lawyers are actually in trial. So I came here.
What?
How are they pumping for? Oh, they're looking at their
Wait.
phone.
Again. Wasn't talking clear. I just want to know if the Sanders still on
Lawyers.
for tonight.
I don't care if you think you're
Oh,
watching this trial.
that's
If somebody is
different.
signed in and working as a defense attorney, we have work for you. Get to fucking work.
It'll be fast.
Oh.
I'm good at my job, so I'm only
Hold
charging
on.
it with one thing.
3 McNabb and 1 lawyer. Come here.
Agnes.
Oh God, I got to deal with Bree.
Is our recess over?
I might drop the charges if I have to deal with Bree. Hey Bree, good to see you.
Very well.
Nice. I can't wait.
What is this
report?
It is, I think it was like 11 or 12, right? What is that? Let me know. Let me around.
No, this brigade of
Okay, so I can't be a defense attorney, but I'm gonna oversee the 2 paralegals there.
It is not.
Oh, okay, all good then. Sweet.
That's another lab.
All right, cool.
Thank you, Zerix.
We got him a lawyer. Oh, you're asking them. All right. Well, let me get you.
All right. Charity.
Hopefully,
you
no
work.
more head pops.
Sorry, Miss Stamos. I am horrible at this. I gotta start doing better. So, if I address you by your first name, please yell at me. I have to be held to a higher standard. So I do apologize to the people of the court and audience. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
My next question would be, were the doors of the ICU secured or were they left open for Samantha Sanders to get in?
Oh,
Shit.
wait, what was the question?
Got a whisper.
Basically what I'm asking is, were the doors of the ICU locked?
After after she finally agreed to leave, I went to go check both the doors, and the one closest to the elevators were unlocked.
So there's, okay. That's all I have. Sebastian has some questions.
Oh no. Oh, it's Sebastian. Ableton. Is that Sebastian Ableton?
Hello, doctor.
Hello.
I just have a couple questions for you. When Demi was brought into the ICU, was she conscious?
No, she was in critical condition.
Was she responsive to stimuli?
Could you expand on what that? Like, was she like responsive, like talking, or?
Yeah,
No,
like.
she wasn't talking.
Okay, thank you. Let me just double check real quick if we have any more questions.
See if a different unit can take that. That's gonna be SCP.
Wait, what is?
Tolot.
Oh, my radio is off.
Your Honor, we'll cede the questioning to the prosecution.
All right.
I got one that might turn into multiple. Doctor, to your knowledge, are there any signs indicating that the ICU area is off limits to non-authorized personnel?
I'm going to object to scope.
I'm gonna rebut to that, Your Honor, and say that they specifically asked whether those doors were locked, directly opening the
Actually,
scope
you're
as
right.
to the. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
forgot
shit.
to
All
ask
right.
questions. Yep, that's my bad.
Sorry, could you repeat that then?
Yeah, I'll repeat it for you, Doctor. To your knowledge, are there any signs indicating that the intensive care unit is off limits to non-authorized personnel?
Gonna be honest, I don't really study the outside of there. There might be, but gonna be honest, don't know.
Okay. Is it regular practice of medical? Let me rephrase that. Is it your regular practice to
many people
inform
are in
people
here?
that that area is off limits if they're
yeah.
noticed wandering up there?
Yes, sir. It's always locked. Only authorized
45.
personnel and approved emergency contacts and all that.
Okay, understood. Let me confer with co-counsel briefly, Your Honor. We have got no further redirect, Your Honor.
All right, perfect. You can step down,
Oh,
doctor.
I didn't know.
Witness being marked for recall.
Like when someone's talking, like their number
No, Your Honor.
All right,
shines
you're free
up.
to leave, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Next witness, prosecution.
Prosecution would like to call forward Detective Sergeant Demi Black.
Nice. That's the last. That's the last witness on the prosecution side. That's the mumble thing. Yeah, it's really cool.
Can you raise your for me, please?
I can.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth?
That isn't it though. You just said can I? You didn't tell me to do it.
Raise your left hand then.
Okay.
Just swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you, Sab. Yeah. Hey,
All right, prosecution.
It's me. All right, can you please state your name and rank for the record?
My name is Demi Black, and my rank within the Paleto Bay Sheriff's Office is Sergeant. I am also a detective sergeant in the Street Crimes Unit.
Okay, and were you involved in the events of the People's A?
I know there's two different reports. Is that the one that happened here?
A firm.
Yes.
The report states that you were in the cells of the courthouse. Is that correct?
Yes.
Why were you here?
I was working on a plea deal for Erwin Dundee with his attorney at the time, Samantha Sanders.
Okay, was there anyone else present?
No.
That night's Eric's.
Did you fully serve this plea deal?
While we were up here, kind of standing by the prosecution side, he had been billed by Chief Justice Alan Crane. But we were I was in the process of figuring out how long to send him in for, because of, it was stipulated by the plea deal. I had to break it down into terms that the local DOT could understand. So he hadn't been fully processed yet before everything started to happen.
And when you say everything started happening, what happened?
I hate you, Zerix.
While I was trying to
I
figure
hate you
out,
so fucking
how
much.
long to send him to prison for.
Jesus
Erwin
Christ.
Dundee began punching me down in the cells.
Eric, thank you for
I
the 100
fell to the
biddies.
floor,
I
and
hate
then
you.
The next thing
I hate
I remember
you.
between
Ugh.
words is
I hope you have
feeling
nightmares.
blood on my
Fuck
torso
me.
and chest area. I was kind of going in.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm awake.
And you stated that Erwin Dundee shot you? With what firearm did he shoot you?
I would want to assume my own after looking at the reports and forensics. That was confirmed. He had been searched. He didn't have anything in his possession
Juries.
besides a cell phone.
Okay. And where were you when you were
Yeah,
attacked?
mine too.
I was in that the cell farthest from the door, in the cells down there.
Okay, and you briefly mentioned getting attacked. Did you sustain any injuries?
Yeah, I had multiple bruises, and I had been shot numerous times in the torso and abdomen area.
Did you fall unconscious at all during this?
Yes, I was unconscious, and then I came to, and then I fell unconscious again throughout. I would say maybe like the 5-minute ordeal, not even.
So after getting shot, you had moments of consciousness?
Yes.
I'm yawning again, chat. That didn't work.
Do you recall what happened during those moments?
I was looking up, and I had felt around in my torso. I had felt the blood.
What's up, Donut?
I was trying to make sense of what was happening, looking around. And at one moment, I looked up and I saw Samantha Sanders, I believe, going through my pockets. She was at one point standing over me. Where'd everybody go?
And you stated that it was your firearm that was used, yet the People's A states that your firearm was found in your holster. Do you recall it being returned?
I remember Samantha going through my possessions, or at least that's what I believe she was doing. And at some point, I had felt my firearm being returned into my holster. I could feel things moving around.
Okay, and when you felt this, was Mr. Dundee anywhere near you?
At the time, he was near the cell doors.
Did the defendant, Sanders, enter the cell to go through your pockets?
She would have had to. Erwin and I were in the cells towards like the middle back area. So she would have had to have entered at some point. I wasn't near the door.
During the interrogation, the defendant states that she dove under the desk. Do you recall this at all?
I don't remember fully. That might have been when I was busy kind of getting shot at.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Kiki's been here for a bit.
Did Mr. Dundee and the defendant converse at all following your attack?
Yes, I had a moment of consciousness where after I'd heard my panic button going off, it's very loud. So I was able to kind of like, make me pay attention. And I heard Dundee and her talking about what to say when the officers arrived, to say that the multiple gunmen had come in.
Do you recall multiple gunmen at all?
No, it was just the one. And
And who was that one gunman?
it was Erwin Dundee.
Okay, was the door to the cell room locked?
I remember locking it, but I know that the locks can be kind of janky at the courthouse, so I don't know if it actually locked or not. It's one of those things that everyone who has keys here probably understands
Hi, Kiki.
how that works sometimes.
Okay, let me confer with my co-counsel.
I got one follow-up question through that line. You just stated in testimony that it was your belief that defendant Samantha Sanders was going through your pockets. Why do you believe that she was going through your pockets as opposed to any other action?
Likely to return the firearm.
Sorry, chat.
Let me rephrase, although I do like that answer.
Stretch.
Is it your belief that she was attempting to perform any medical services on your person?
No. I had been shot in the chest, torso, abdomen area, and my firearm was on the side of my hip.
Okay. Do you recall Sanders reaching... actually, I'm going to reserve this for redirect. That way I can actually properly formulate these questions. We pass the witness of the defense, Your Honor.
Your Honor, would you mind if we just take a moment, make sure we got everything on lock before we go out there?
We can do this one of two ways. Are you going to be recalling this witness at all?
I'm not sure yet, Your Honor.
I'm not sure yet. Okay. Counsel's approach. Actually, let's go over here.
He's a really big fan of that corner.
I'm unsure about this. Can I join those or not?
Hey, my phone. I'm not meant to have my phone here.
Best not to for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, come here for a sec though. What have you been like? Have you been like learning on this case? Have you been like
Yeah. I mean, I've been phoning quite late, but so because urgent names weren't available, I pretty much went through their did prep myself, and I'm suggesting questions, but I'm not asking questions because.
Perfect. Yeah, no, absolutely no. I'm just wondering.
And I don't want to mess up.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious what your level of involvement has been, because I do want to help you along, so I'm trying to keep track of your progress here. So
There's definitely stuff on the in the interrogation stuff that I pointed out that they're asking to us and stuff.
Okay, so they're specifically asking questions that you've contributed to after going over and prepping and everything.
Well, I consulted on the questions. The exact wording on the questions is from them.
Yeah, but okay, no, I got you. But yeah, okay, no, that's fair. Okay, perfect. No, I
don't want to say
just
they're specifically asking questions. I contributed.
all right, no, I got you. But I just wanted to get a good grasp of where you're at. Sorry, by the way, mixing you up there before. I was kicking myself after. Like, of course I know this is Zach. I completely mixed you up for someone else. I think it was because
fine. I just got worried for a second. I was like, did I mess up?
Yeah, no. I think it was because the helmet messed me up. If I had seen your blue hair, I would have known for sure it was you.
Yeah, no. I started wearing that after some helicopter blew up right next to me yesterday, and my brain's a bit
no
beaten
worries
up again. So I'm just not risking leaving
fair.
this room without a helmet.
Yeah, and I confused you with someone else who I don't want to say why, but yeah, if you were the person that I thought you were, I was gonna have an issue with what was happening. But you're not that. You weren't that person, and I made a mistake. So yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was the helmet was throwing me off.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good.
Like, I always made sure I had the blue hair so people would recognize me by it. If I cover it, I get why people don't know who I am.
And I didn't know you were in a wheelchair for now.
That is normal.
So there are 3 of you in wheelchairs here. So anyway.
What's up?
Sidebar.
To start with, just for clarification purposes, earlier an officer testified he took your gun from your shoulder holster and you said it was at your hip. Can you just clarify which holster you were using that day?
We're gonna stop right there and not even hear something like that.
All right, fine. That's fine, Your Honor. When you brought Dundee down to the cells, was he cuffed?
No, because he'd been turning himself in and he was amenable with the plea deal. I kind of was operating in good faith that he wouldn't do something stupid. That's my fault because he in fact did do something stupid.
So you trusted Dundee to not do something stupid.
Yeah, in hindsight, bad idea.
Is that also why you went into the cell with him instead of locking him in the cell? I'm assuming.
Yes, like I said, he turned himself in on his own recognizance. His attorney was present. Officers knew that I had signed on duty and was at the courthouse to deal with it specifically. And he had been compliant, and friendly the whole time. So I didn't think that he was going to do anything at the time. But yeah, that was wrong. I admit I fucked up on that end.
What was the plea deal being signed for?
The murder of Giblets the Clown had been involved in some
That
kind of
booba?
gang war at the time with the BBMC versus.
Nah.
And how was Dundee pleading in this deal?
He was pleading no contest.
And to clarify, no contest means what?
Basically that it's kind of weird here in San Andreas because we don't really ever do it very often. But it's one of those things where it's like the crime happened, but I'm not really pleading guilty, but I'm not pleading guilty. He basically didn't want to go to trial, but didn't want to plead guilty, so we came up with that sort of like middle ground.
Okay. What did he? How long was he sentenced for?
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
I'll
Okay,
let that one go.
Okay.
Why did you feel that you could trust Dundee beside? Actually, no, I'm gonna ask that. Strike that one. I'll bring that one later. One second. Did Sanders act in unusual in any way before Dundee started assaulting you?
Objection, Your Honor, is vague. Acting unusual is pretty broad.
You got a rebuttal?
No, I'll let that one go too, Your Honor.
I mean, I can
Well,
rebut if you want, Charity. It's up
What?
to you.
Sorry.
Oh my God, leave the podium alone. It's
Shandy.
IKEA. It's got those little wooden studs in there.
You said
I mean, I would rebut that she's a detective. She can, and she, I believe, has had some interaction with Sam in the past, so she can probably, determine if she seemed out of sorts or unusual before the plea deal.
Do you need one final retort from me, Your Honor, or should I just shut up?
Well, I'm not going to tell you to shut up. You got something to say, go for it.
So I would further object to that as lacks foundation insofar as the interactions with Samantha Sanders are concerned, especially for establishing a baseline for determining what would be in or out of character for her. Further, just because she's a detective doesn't make her a mind reader or a psychologist. It also
That made me
doesn't
giggle.
narrowly tailor the word unusual.
All right. Gonna overrule this one. I'll tell you why exactly. As an officer, you are trained to pick up cues from humans in your reactions. Could it have been worded better? Yes. Is it going to be make or break the definition of unusual? Probably not. So let's just let it go. And then if it needs to be narrowed down later, it can be.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Video.
Yeah, I asked if Sanders was acting unusual in any way before Dundee assaulted you.
She seemed fine. I've been talking to her for like an hour prior while we were waiting for Erwin to show up. Yeah, everything was fine.
Who arranged the meeting for the plea deal?
There had been a lot of back and forth like the entire week about it, where we're going over, terms, fine, time,
yeah.
everything like that.
No.
It was actually
Oh.
Dundee who reached out to me to
Hey,
set up the meeting.
we'd love to hear that.
So
The
he
defense
had reached
appeals
out, and then I reached out.
kind
to
of low
Sanders,
key
and
was
then
trying to set precedent that officers who are prosecutors but not like
And
responders
the
to initial
meeting was
scenes,
where was the
like,
meeting held?
their viewpoint doesn't matter.
We had the signing kind of where Odessa
That's
and
interesting.
Bundy are standing right now, where everything was signed. He was billed by Judge Crane via the phone, and then we moved down in the cells after he'd been fined.
Yeah.
Did Sanders and Dundee
Sorry, I
both
got
pass through the metal
distracted.
detector?
Yes. We went through the front doors of City Hall, through the door that I'm facing right now at the back right there, via the metal detectors.
Did you notify other members of the police department that you were signing a plea deal?
Yes.
You probably wouldn't know this answer. I'll ask just in case you do. Were the officers who responded to your assault aware of the plea deal?
All the voices are kind of therapeutic.
Objection,
yeah.
Your Honor. Lacks personal knowledge. Calls for speculation.
Yeah, it's a sin.
All right, it's fine.
Oh no. I wonder if I signed into the
I'm gonna
news if
see
I
the
would get the
Sebastian for
beeps
now.
up here.
All right. Birch.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Oh no, it's a different Sebastian. Yeah, probably. Oh no, because my radio scanner would get taken. Coffee. Yeah. She's feeling fine. She's not too hungry just yet.
I think I think we'll see the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Prosecution.
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right. Yeah, you can get up. This is a very, very creepy whisper. Birch,
I didn't want to get up and be
Deimos,
yelled at. I've been yelled at before for doing that, you know?
Birch, Deimos, you recalling?
One moment,
Just
Your
a
Honor.
second, Your Honor. We're deciding.
Okay. Who's got that mask on in the back of the courtroom? Thank you. You can put it back on now that I've seen your face and you respected it.
I was confused as to what it was.
We're not going to mark her for recall, Your Honor.
All right. Prosecution, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, and we'll be addressing evidence in our closing.
All right. So
Prosecution
you
rests.
guys rest. All right. Defense. How long you figure you need?
I think.
How about this? I think we're going to take a nice 10-minute break. Actually, let's make it 13. That way it's nice and even. Everyone come back.
Your Honor.
What?
Your Honor, I would just like to state that I would like evidence to be stated during testimony and not during the close. We do not have a chance to respond to their evidence if they're doing it in their closing.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone can review evidence in the closing. That's standard practice, Ms. Amos.
So defense literally goes second. What?
Yeah.
Understood, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, everyone come back 22. Gonna take a break. Thank you.
Hey, what's up?
You mean 32?
Can you carry me? Actually, I take that back.
Oh.
Detective Lafaxi.
Yeah, that's probably a better plan. Yep, good plan.
What's up?
I know you're on the other side, but it's a personal.
Oh,
question.
you need the wheels.
Well, that and
I
can you
think
carry,
she
me
needs
to,
help,
carry me to the
until
restroom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
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 Like I'm not sure of any other person in the
Yeah.
for any other woman that may.
You want to go?
Okay, I'm
You're
gonna
good.
be the-
Yeah, you want to.
Okay. Yeah.
I can midway.
All right, you want to grab your wheelchair real
Thank
quick?
you
and
for
then-
the follow, J. Bill Haas.
There you go.
Ah!
Going somewhat well.
I knew that was happening.
Actually, let me put you on the ground because we're going to have to go through the detectors.
You're gonna. Oh,
Somebody
this
tell me
is
when 22 is.
extremely unfortunate for me.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to grab your thing after.
I don't know what angle you're
Did we
taking.
get too close? I think.
Isn't that 32? Oh. Thought he was talking.
Let me go grab my phone.
I don't know if that makes sense. Because maybe my brain just exploded.
Oh, okay, there you go. Well, you're in the cell. Not cell, you know what I mean. I am seeing things in this. Oh my gosh.
Phone.
Give me a second.
Not a lemon haze twat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Any messages? No.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Yoink.
Ah! What are you doing? I'm
Gonna
being
make out with you in this
kidnapped.
corner?
Help! Help!
Just gonna make out with you in
being
this corner.
kidnapped.
Okay, whoop, never
Nope,
mind.
Nope, nope, nope. I'm being kidnapped. Help! Help!
Oh, why does this man not have a shirt on?
I have no idea, but it's making me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Help!
I'll put you down. I gotta go to the bathroom. anyways, so.
Okay. I think I've got the teddies. Let me just. It's nighttime. Cookie. Boy. You're good, silly. Good boy. Hydrate, thank you, Jerry's. There we go. Go back to the car, Cookie. How many more do I have? Just two. Yeah, it's just those two. Which smokes are there? Just curious. Smoke female, smoke male, or smoke. Just curious to see what the smoke male is. It's that one. That's Ursula. Jesse's not comfortable seeing Ursula out here. I'm gonna remove the little text thingy for now. Jess isn't scared of Odessa. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Nope. She ain't scared of Ursula. Not scared of Ursula at all. Alright, no one's in here. Oh, chat, Jessie's down bad. When I mean down bad, she's actually like down bad. Look at that. She just paid her own. Oh, she's down bad. Luckily, she worked a little bit of Burger Shot today, but still. Split Sides West Comedy Club. Hiccups. Oh my god. Where is it? Let's see. Split Sides on Eclipse. Oh, why is she here? Why did she come to the courthouse right now? Yeah, Jessie's very down bad. Okay, it's fine. She's technically still bad at it, but I'm not sure how. Time's that? 1:37. Cool. Yeah, we got 7 days to make 11k. It shouldn't be too bad. It's just oof. Oof, oof, oof. I gotta try and tomorrow to gotta try to make some money tomorrow. Maybe do some hunting or something.
The boat. Billy's been the leader of the BTF ever since he took over diplomatic negotiations with the SCU.
Silas is the leader of BTF.
No.
Long-ranking member of the burglary task force. Lily is the leader.
He just just Silas denying.
Mm-hmm. 22 they said, isn't it? Need a grinder, yeah we do. That is a mine. There we go.
Wow. You did say carry originally, so. Alright, go ahead and grab your wheelchair if you can.
I can't. I'm in. What is going on? Okay. Can you? Wait.
Grabbing your wheelchair, you numpty.
Better not look in the bottom of my bags.
I didn't look at anything other than grabbing the wheelchair out of your pocket, because the second I go through this metal detector.
How much are my materials going for? 8, 8, 8.
Okay, I won't. Bye.
Oh, someone's buying 9 per. Ooh. No, no. Ah.
Where do you keep your phone? What the fuck?
What?
Alright, come on. Come on. Come on. Put it in the silent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't even access my pockets right now. Help. Help. I think I'm head popping again. UIL. Please don't head pop again. Nope. I think I'm head popping.
Guys, I told you I'm grabbing a wheelchair.
There you go. I have a lot more.
I'm just gonna eat these.
Take out juice of Coca-Cola.
I am jealous. I am
Winston, you playing bumper cars?
Fight for my soul.
Winston, you've only got one arm left. If you lose that one too, you kind of fucked.
That's true.
Wheelchair so he can blow around with his mouth, Your Honor.
There we go.
Just like attach him to Boris.
Oh, that's true. We could
And, like,
just
ride Boris around.
Yeah, we'll just put him on bareback.
No, I can't register for
we
races
go.
at all because I'm a cop.
I know when someone said that, I was like, no way.
Well, that's what happens when we do science for things we really shouldn't.
No, I would agree, and I don't.
Can you guys do like a wheelchair fight?
I think I win because I have no feeling in my legs.
Oh, I want to listen to this conversation.
I mean, I don't know who did.
Oh.
Not sure why the defendant was over with the prosecution. Probably not a good look.
Your Honor, respectively, we're all just in wheelchairs in recess, and both the prosecution and defense can state what was stated in that discussion.
Okay. And still not a good look.
How is it not a good look?
Good luck.
Understood,
go.
Your Honor.
Here we go.
Thank you.
There we go.
All right. Defense, you're up.
Back up.
Your Honor, we're gonna call Charlotte Fairfield.
Miss Fairfield, come to the sound.
Alrighty.
Help. Help.
Winston, are you still good to do the last two witnesses?
I might need to go to bed very, very soon.
If you want, you can do this one take off anytime you're ready.
Like Occam's, who plays Bondi, like his time zone is the same as mine.
Do you swear to tell the
Like,
truth?
it
the
is
whole truth,
late for
nothing
him
but
as
the truth,
well.
So help you. We've already
Puppy.
done Nikita. Airborne.
Yep, I do.
It's as late for him as it is for
Perfect
me.
rules.
Like, I don't know how he manages to do this and have brain.
Hello, Miss
this time of
Fairfield.
night. It's so
Hello.
funny.
Can you please state your name and rank for the record?
Yep, Charlotte Fairfield, 942, deputy.
All right, thank you, Charlotte. And did you respond to a call at the courthouse on February 9th?
Yes, I did.
Sorry, February 10th.
Yeah, that's yes.
And can you just recount what you saw when you, well, did you go down to the cells? Did you respond to the cells?
Yep. We went
sorry, I
straight in the
can't.
side door and right down to
can't.
the cell area / that hallway.
I'm sleepy.
And can you tell me what you saw when you first arrived?
Objection, Your Honor. Facts not in evidence. Specifically, I'll elaborate. Facts not in evidence and lacks foundation. I will state all facts that are in evidence related to Charlotte Fairfield in this matter. Quote, Fairfield and Velsing arrived at the courthouse following a request for backup after Black had been shot. Fairfield took Dundee's statement. That is literally all that is contained within the report.
Your Honor, Charlotte Fairfield was present on the scene. She is perfectly capable of giving her eyewitness account of what happened there.
Any rebuttal?
That made me yawn.
I'll let the court rule, Your Honor.
Yeah, no, that's overruled. Just as with you, officers are allowed to give direct testimony to the events they saw, witness, and occur. Thank you.
Coffee? Heck no.
Would you like me to
I
ask the
still
question
want to go
again?
to sleep after this.
Yes, please.
Can you tell me what you saw when you walked into the cell area?
The cell area, Dundee was in there, handcuffed in the cell.
Oh, she's saying he was handcuffed.
And do you want also like the hallway?
You mean the hallway next to the cells?
So sorry.
Like
Yeah,
within
is
the
that
larger
all-
room?
Would you consider all of that the cell area?
Oh yeah, I guess I would consider all
okay.
of that the cell area.
Great. Okay. Then, yep, Sanders was in the hallway, pretty distraught.
And was she talking to anyone at the time?
I believe she was talking to Remming when I came in.
All right. And did you talk to Miss Sanders?
I am off tomorrow.
Yes, I
Otherwise,
did
I
talk
wouldn't
to
be
Miss
here. Oh.
And how did she seem at the time?
Chatterbox?
She seemed pretty upsetty spaghetti.
And did you try and calm her down or help her out?
Yeah, I did. She seemed pretty upset by everything that had gone on, so I just tried to talk to her a little bit, give her some sense of normalcy.
Yeah, no, I'm off tomorrow.
All right. And then did she continue with Remming after that?
I don't recall if she talked to Remming again. I went down to take Dundee's statement, so I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, understood. Give me one moment. I'm just going to refer to my co-counsel.
Sorry, I'm just distracted looking at people.
We'll cede to the prosecution.
Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. Do you have a degree in psychology?
Nope,
Are you a medical doctor?
absolutely not.
Are you a therapist?
Nope. People
Okay.
say I need therapy, though. I don't know if that
Oh.
counts for anything.
Yeah, well, maybe in some situations. Let me see.
This is kind of cool.
Let me mute my phone, Your Honor. My apologies.
Actually, I know a lawyer on the other side.
Oh,
Okay, give me a moment to confer with Cook. I just
shoot.
lost my train of thought.
Wait, I should send him a text saying he looks kind of cute. Give me a second.
I dare you. I want to see his reaction when he looks at it. Okay.
Hell?
I'd like to ask a clarifying question. Please hold.
I know. Another yawn.
You stated that you were a deputy under a 900 call sign. Is that correct?
Am now. I guess at the time I was a
looking, he's
peacekeeper
looking, he's looking.
with a 300 call sign.
Okay. Just very briefly, what was it that led to this transition?
I was fired for personal matters not related to job performance, and switched departments when I came back.
Understood. In your personal opinion, would taking actions that led to termination from your employment cause you to be upset?
Oh, it's relevant, Your Honor. I'm going to go with relevance.
Sorry, I got
My
distracted.
rebuttal is it's very clear that they're trying to build a case that her upsetness was related to this alleged shock that she was in. The prosecution is constructing a different, reasonable articulation of why she might have been upset.
Just to clarify, I just want to clarify, Your Honor, is he stating that Charlotte is testifying because of this reason?
Yep.
Wait, what?
So, how much of this do you think we missed?
Sidebar in chambers.
What was that? I got distracted again.
Start a bingo card. I need to know if there's a bingo card right now.
No, there
Should be a bingo.
I don't think there is one
There
now.
should have been. There should have been. I'm just saying.
How do we not have?
Can I get your number?
Get left out of.
I know, right? She's.
Avery.
I don't know if she wants people to know.
I know.
I don't know what you say. How many
Can,
sidebars has there
can I get your
been?
number?
Too many.
Just because
and
I've
every single one of them
conversed
is
with you a few times. Okay.
But that's coincidental or on purpose.
Jess, did you shower today?
What was that?
Did you shower today?
Did I shower today?
This is cool.
Do you smell?
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Oh, Emily.
Listen, I have to be my true self.
Boards.
Why?
No.
So just showered not too long ago. God damn, you're making me self-conscious over here. Jesus.
You know how I am.
Yeah, I do. Speaking of, I haven't received any health facts recently. I'm very disappointed.
Because I haven't been on duty lately.
So, your health facts are the best?
That's kind of on me. I've been keeping her all to myself lately. I
What
apologize.
the? Chat.
Oh my god, Clark.
Stream Elements is going crazy. Stream
What?
Elements is going crazy.
Can't believe you would keep
It is
all the health
official.
facts away from the rest of us.
I might have to go on duty very soon now.
Oh no.
They have.
Stream Elements is going crazy, chat.
We have new scrubs so that means
Oh
that
my
we can go on duty.
god. I have no idea. Stream Elements just decided to go silly.
Oh, I thought
And them.
The victim.
okay, that makes more
God, that was weird.
Wheelchair was at like the bottom of the stairs, like he fell and then like phased into the wall. I didn't find him. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, Stream Elements went crazy then.
He is. He's gonna come back to a parking ticket on his.
Oh, please do. I almost got jaywalking today, but Stubble decided to be extra, and he says after I come back from my LOA, I have to get 30.
I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I hope Walker
Oh my
didn't
god,
see that.
I haven't seen her in such a long time.
That was amazing.
Because you can't be talking shit about
Yeah.
Stubble in
Did you just
front
go
of
off
me.
duty?
Oh, I wasn't talking shit. I just said he was being extra.
Hadn't seen her in such a long time.
I don't know, did he?
Yeah, you got an 11 there.
Bundy is harder to sell than Walker.
Bundy.
Walker, I feel like Walker. I feel like I could get him on a
jaywalking
union
tickets on my
level.
desk. And the next 6 weeks, I'm going to.
Stream Elements never up at 2 AM. It's freaking out. Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, wait a
Alright,
second.
come on. Okay, here's what we'll do. We're gonna talk to Demi. Be like, hey, Demi, remember we talked about, and then Bundy will hear, and we'll see, you know, he might let slip, you know, his thoughts on it. We don't go up to Bundy, we go up to Demi, you know. He just happens to be right next to him.
Sorry. And then
Oh
and then
my
fun, you know,
God.
hears how excited about the
Yeah, I saw
idea.
that coming. Demi is his daughter.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, and he's like, oh shit, yeah, of course Fontaine can do this.
Yeah, yeah. And then you don't even need it. Who's Winston, you know?
The back of the head.
Come on.
Exactly. I'm the superior criminal.
Don't let Harvey vibe assassin, you know.
Calling for backup?
Are they in the middle of a case and we shouldn't know?
They're like debriefing or whatever.
Damn.
Let me bring Demi here. Let me go.
I can't get through this door. Very sad. I gotta go the other side.
Whatever happened to Winston's wheelchair is just downstairs.
She's still our
I
family.
don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, we noticed he's not here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So Fontaine's
Kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me now. Just kill me now.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
You're good.
Yeah,
You're
I gotta
good.
go. Bye, Luna.
She's just gonna come through. Just watch out.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
We'll run you over.
Pardon me. Excuse me.
What? What? What?
Excuse
I
me.
like your outfit.
Pardon me. I'm just trying to.
Just look a little bit smarter, you know.
It's okay. If you knock me over, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Winston about wheelchair patrol. Prior to
Nice,
this,
you like it.
Yep.
as long as someone
Yep.
gets with her,
Yep.
Oh.
finds his vest and gets one of those flags.
Yep, it's
from
nice.
Thank you.
I'm going up my chain of command. I started at a senior who said go higher, and then I got to Sweets who said go higher. So now I think you're next up. I think.
Winston is, but he's.
Yeah, but he's MIA. I don't know where he is.
How do you think it's going?
I say, as long as you have a buddy with you and like a
Sick of these interruptions every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I said she has to get a high vis vest.
Yeah,
and
my
one of those
my brain would
flags,
never be able to handle this.
just stick it on the back of the wheel.
Excuse.
Yeah.
It's okay. What are you doing, lady?
Yep.
That's Bunty's wife who just punched someone. Ah.
It is me. I'm alive.
Yes. You like that?
I feel so sleepy.
You still
Go to sleep. Go to
No.
sleep. Oh, we
Don't.
gotta go.
I still do my minimums.
They're coming back.
Have
Just a
fun.
little bit more.
Carte blanche to the wrong person on that one, Bundy.
Oh no.
But I did hear there's new scrubs, so that gives me a reason to come on duty.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
I'm not hiding.
Lennon Bundy, I think.
Defense's motions at this time are overruled. You can continue.
Thank you.
Hey,
guys.
Fontaine, good to see you.
Charlotte, I'm
Hey, you
just
too,
going to
Titus.
restate the question briefly for you. I'm going to have to paraphrase because I didn't have it written down. Would taking actions causing you to be terminated from your employment cause you to be upset?
Just joking, yes.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. That is all that I have for this witness, Your Honor.
Aye, redirect.
Have you ever seen anyone in a distraught state?
What the hell kind of
Yeah.
Hold on. Objection
Honor.
vague?
Your Honor, he is asking if she is a doctor, like a doctor, a psychologist, etc. I'm just asking if she has ever seen someone in a distraught state because it's not that hard to tell if someone is distraught.
Yeah, Your Honor, I'm qualifying that she's not an expert witness insofar as psychology. She's qualifying her entire life experience. That's vague and oversweeping.
Yeah, that's gonna be sand. That's excruciatingly vague. And there's ways to get to what you're trying to if you with some foundation
Oh,
and
my
what have
stubby
you in
X is
ultimate
here.
scope.
No, he did not miss
At the time you talked to Samantha Sanders,
Greetings.
Yep.
did she just
Yep.
experience a traumatic event?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation. Calls for the mindset of an individual who's not on the stand. Also, best evidence rule, they could just call Sanders up and ask her.
Defense.
You know, I'll ask something else. Would you consider watching somebody get shot a traumatic event?
Yep.
All right, I'll see you to Sebastian if he has anything else. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Hi, you may step down, ma'am.
Alrighty, thank you. Yeah.
Any other witnesses at this time?
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Oh.
Yes, we do. We invite lots of people. Yeah. No, I think in the bedroom, Bundy's the one who does the biting, usually. Well, I mean, that's if you're taking like a big chunk out of them. There's a difference between biting and like. and, like,
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Anything you
it's
wanna
not
review?
Like cannibalism biting, just like a dog bite.
No. Where?
No, we're good.
All right.
Where
How long
else I'd
do you
rather be.
does each side need for closings?
Of course, nowhere else I'd rather be.
I use like 2 minutes. I don't need a whole lot, Your Honor. Most of mine's written up.
Defense.
I think we'll do 5 minutes, Your Honor.
5-minute recess.
What?
Come
Oh
back.
my
God. No way.
Let's make it 10 minutes after.
Like the black and purple hair.
Okay, cool. We can finally stop using these notes.
Yeah, I'll let.
Oh, should I just tell her? What tell her?
Yeah,
I see you write
of
"Peanut
course.
tastes nice" on that notepad.
But-
It's in reference to eating her shampoo.
Yeah.
Hi there, friend. How are you enjoying the court case so far?
You know.
It's
fun.
Man.
And I hear you're bullying Harvey.
This is my first one.
What the hell?
yeah.
You know what?
Perhaps my next one can be on the other side. Wait, that
Hopefully
might not
not.
mean with the way I think it means.
Harvey, are you doing
You want to be the
anything
defense?
right?
No,
Oh my
no,
God,
prosecution.
that is the truer words
What
have
the
never
hell
been
did you say
spoken.
to Lennon?
Yeah, I realized how I said that, and I was like, wait a
Really
minute. I
true.
definitely don't want to be here
Very
as a
true.
defendant.
I have to say no comment.
That might not be good.
Why do you have to say no comment?
I have to say
I don't know. I follow the law. See, there's a reason that a
Oh.
lot of people hate my
I don't.
emergency service. I stop at every red light.
I have to say no comment. Anyway, weapon's nice, right?
But how's your day going?
If only I could ship this right now. If only.
I should maybe eat.
Hi, Lennon, I miss
Cringe.
you. Well,
That's what were you doing
Yay, she
before all
says.
this?
work.
I was sleeping
That
and
early
watching
shit.
TV.
Oh, fair
Yeah,
enough.
but I work shift
Yeah, I
free.
just woke up. I'm gonna go work after.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm starving. Oh, so noms before then snuggle.
What are you laughing at?
I can't do that anymore either.
No, my
Deal.
brain, I just can't.
Yeah, that was the only other thing. Like, that's what I found so hard here.
Listen,
I'm
It's
shift
impossible.
free
Like,
so I
they,
can
they
bully
want
this
experience, right? But you can't get experience at all with the ride along and stuff when there's
What?
when they always say, "Oh, there's cadets in queue."
Oh,
but
I'm
then-
not to bully you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that
it's
is
kind of
true. You
hard
are
to do a
allowed
lot of
to
that.
bully me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oop. She's back.
She does do a lot more than just bully me, though. I will say that.
Okay, I don't need details. Thank you.
Yeah, I also don't need details. Thanks, Clark.
Sorry. Yeah, no problem. Oh, more
Would
details?
Do not. Harvey, I swear to God.
Also,
It's already
first,
bad
we
enough me hearing about your shit
Okay.
with Veronica, Harvey.
There's a reason why I am very vague because people get mad at me, and I understand why now. So,
I think I just fucked up.
What do you mean?
well,
What'd you do?
I walked over.
What'd you do?
that's okay.
All right, you gotta wait.
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Yeah,
Wait, what'd you
do? I walked over.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry. This is kind of funny.
Did I tell you Sam invited me to come to the
No,
court
no,
case
I'm
too?
like, what?
I'm gonna strangle you now. What did you do?
One job.
I said.
Okay.
All right. I'm serious. I said Avery sends her regards.
She said
Wait,
what?
like regards means I want to kill her.
No, I said.
I think your husband's a bit happy.
And they're like, what?
That means
That's
I'm
not.
against
Wait,
her.
wait. They're like,
Titus,
"Wait,
regards, that means you're gonna kill somebody.
Oh, they're like, wait, the cop, and I'm like, oh no, and then I walked over here.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
you're
no,
with
I
her.
I am a cop.
You are with her though, right?
That's fully Liz. She would do it if she was here. Yeah, that's true.
Reasons?
That's very true.
I'm gonna need all of you to do
Now
this
I
with
know.
me.
It's over.
It does sound like you're gonna try and kill her.
Oh, no.
All right, bet.
Hopefully, it shouldn't be much longer.
Use that on someone.
Since her, he just walked up. Was like Avery sends her regards. What the hell?
I
Wait,
can't
we got
remember
time, we
what,
got a time
like,
slot,
how
let's see.
long the court case for Kenneth went on for.
What's your name, though? I said Auburn ponytail.
Come on, Emily.
Well, I appreciate you. I feel like your message will get across better than his.
Make it
Motion
sweet.
for everyone to listen to "Love Song for You" by Brick while we do this intermission thing.
Yeah,
Actually,
they
don't
said
have to,
that
not gonna
to me
lie.
a few
That's a
times,
banger.
and I'm just like, oh, all right, I'll just wait till you're done. And yeah,
Should
no.
be pumping.
Yes, it is very important.
Alexander, just so we're good.
It is very important to be
Okay.
doing this right
No,
now.
what I
Only
said
if you
was
listen
right.
to Two Trucks
Why?
by Lemon Demon with your ears open.
Hey, Karen.
I sent your regards.
Reasons.
If I ever needed to send a death
I don't know any of those songs.
Really answer that question. I kind of said, oh, no,
Who?
kind of walked away, right? Listen, I think we're okay. She's doing
Are you ready?
circles.
You ready?
See, she's happy.
3,
Since she
2,
got me,
Are you alright,
1,
Samantha?
go.
doing circles.
Please leave me alone. Perfect.
Or she's going
Hey.
insane.
I support this.
I don't
From
know.
anxiety of her.
Uh,
She thinks someone's
no,
gonna kill her.
How are
I don't
you?
think she thinks that. Come on. I think she was happy. Look,
Hey.
I probably did a good job.
Yes, I
Staying
think you did
safe.
fine.
Yeah. This is gonna look negative on me. I just sends the regards. Like I was just like, like
Oh, of course. I forgot.
when a kitten's hurt, you're like, yo, I'm sorry. I send my regards. Like, are you trying to tell me that means that you don't give a fuck about that kitty?
It sounds like you want to take the kitty out so it doesn't suffer.
Yeah,
I
I'm up
send you,
really
like,
late.
Your regards, like you're.
Des asked me to come to
you
the
guys
court
watch too many
case, and
movies.
then Sam as well asked me to come over. So
Where they're like,
hopefully it's almost finished.
Yeah,
Bang,
that's
bang,
what,
bang.
that's where I think you're getting it from. That's not the way I meant it from a sincere way. But you know what? It could be that. Where do you guys hail from originally before we moved here? Oh, you're American. You already lived here.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't
Yeah, I'm
understand
good.
Canadian dialect.
I'm
that's
good.
all.
Life's been slow lately, so
Yeah,
it's been
that's what,
fine.
like- And the, reason
Alright.
the reason I kept laughing so hard is because the one friend there was like basically calling me a fucking idiot. Like it's.
What about warm regards? A warm regards. That's better. Be like, I'll give you my warm regards. That's like
Told Thomas not to contact you anymore.
claiming the
Yeah, that's a good shout.
No, he's not even paying attention. Don't worry about him.
My
Yeah,
name
no,
is
I
not
I
Alexander
haven't seen him in a
River,
very
okay?
long time.
Yeah, I'm not Jordan.
Ursula was here earlier, and I was a bit worried about it, but
I'm not Sam.
Sam? Wait, his name is
she
Sam
wouldn't do
too?
anything in here.
Oh my God.
I thought it was Avery. Oh yeah,
We're
no,
doing
Sam's
very
the
important
girl.
work here.
There's double Sam now.
She's a lot smarter than Thomas. Yeah, I can imagine.
So do you know a lot of the people here?
Reasons.
Oh shoot.
I mean, you have their phone number.
Yeah, that's very true. Speak of the devil.
Girlfriend.
Who's her fiance?
Hey.
Chili. Go get her. Strangle her.
Okay, they're coming out of recess. We should probably stop.
I mean, I do, but I don't put names in. And I'm also
Remember,
and I live
it's not how
with
hard you
Faye,
can
and
hit,
she doesn't.
how much you can keep getting hit.
I don't know. I thought she
Cass, yeah, I've met her a couple of times. I don't think we've been like officially introduced, but yeah,
Motion.
I've met her a couple of times.
Motionless.
Yeah, I did.
2
minutes,
yeah.
Bozo.
We said 5 minutes, and it's been like a lot.
No, I said 10 after.
Yeah, no, she's lovely.
Damn it.
I've only heard good things about her.
But oh my God.
Yeah, but talking to Bison would have brought my mood down. I was listening to Brick's song.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I know. I don't need to listen to Bison being all boring and talking about search warrants while I'm trying to vibe up for this closing.
Is Bison back there?
Bison isn't a morale cop.
Sag.
Yeah, I needed my dose of my morale cup. No, I don't think he is. He back there? I don't think so. No.
Haven't seen her in a while.
She's already
Yeah,
praying
she's
about
just
something.
over there.
I don't think they're here. though.
She's been busy with work, I guess.
Where's 419?
Well, I don't guess. I
borrow you
know.
afterwards, after the
I've
trial.
been staying with her since all the stuff with
Yeah,
Thomas
you can
happened.
borrow
Actually
it.
on his way here.
I'll get hold on to
Working
do it.
up.
I mean, it's hungry day.
Your Honor, I need to speak with you after the trial too.
Who's that?
Oh my God! You just got hooed.
I got
Yikes.
hooed. I got hooed. I'm leaving. I got Savage.
Bill, how you've made her
What do you
leave.
need?
Jeez.
That's all right. I'll eat a contempt charge for this. The motherfucker who looks like the goddamn Invisible Man's gonna who my wife. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
Oh
she's she's a very good person. Yep. Yep. Just a good person. Nothing else. Yep. Just good person.
Yeah, we're supposed to be doing closings right now, but then Bill hooed Lennon, and now she's all upset. Back in the hall.
Don't look at me
He's
like
the one
that.
that looks like a rubber band ball.
Don't look at
Oh,
me
with
like that.
analogy, he actually looks like a rubber band ball.
Just-
Talk to him when he got out of the
just
hospital.
friends.
Apparently,
I'll outrun it.
the hospital ran out of white bandages, and they had just like the kids' bandages.
It's just-
so.
Of
Just
course,
re-
Bill gets
Mm.
the child bandages.
That's not true. We have
I'm pretty
plenty
sure the
kiosk for
bandages
them.
count as face coverings for the mask mandate. I'm gonna remember that.
Just friends. Mm-hmm.
You could have him peel each and every one of those bandages off just to show his face.
Like, oh, I guess. I'll see you in a second.
All right, closing argument and prosecution.
I am ready, Your Honor, if you're ready to take notes. I can also provide the service previously provided to Grayson, where I can just send you my closing if that's easier.
Yeah, that works.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor, people of the court. The actual criminal occurrence relating to this matter occurred on February 10th, 2023 at 1:47 a.m. approximately. However, the attachments making Sanders likely to commit these violations predated the moment shots were fired by weeks. On January 31st, 2023, Erwin Dundee was granted bail in relation to the People versus Erwin Dundee, represented by defendant Sanders. Dundee was given a mixture of typical and atypical bail conditions in response to this hearing, but perhaps most relevant to this is the fact that Samantha Sanders personally paid Dundee's $100,000 bond on the day of his hearing. Further, it was found that should Dundee flee from his trial, defendant Sanders' personal residence, Abe Milton Parkway apartment number 1, would be forfeit as a condition of that bail. Finally, it was stated at the bail hearing that Dundee would be living with Sanders. So Sanders, Dundee's attorney, placed her own home at risk for his bail conditions, a fact that we ask this court to remember as we recount this incident. Further, Dundee moved in with Sanders at her residence, a fact that is detailed both in the bail conditions posted and Sanders' personal text messages attached to the People's F. This personal relationship deepened on January 31st, 2023. At 0205 UTC, Sanders texted Dundee, quote, "I need help," followed by, quote, "I'm being arrested." Dundee responded, quote, "Ask them to sit in the car," end quote. Sanders then sent 3 sequential messages which stated, quote, attempted, IDK if they're actually arresting me. My ex fucking shot me. And then the third one read, "You are the only person who unconditionally helped me." We would like to emphasize for the court, Sanders was being arrested and texted Erwin Dundee for help, stating that Erwin Dundee, a man with no bar license and a penchant for attempting to murder government employees, was the only person who would unconditionally help her. On February 2nd, 2023, Sanders confirmed in a text with Cassandra Silverton, quote, "Dundee lives with me now," end quote. Later that same day, text with Kurt Doug, Sanders attempted to blame this fact on Judge Nathaniel Grayson, despite volunteering these conditions at the bail hearing herself by stating, quote, "Sam, why does the man with the longest rap sheet in Los Santos live with you? Me, Grayson." We ask this court to note this point as well. Sanders knew that Dundee was, quote, "the man with the longest rap sheet in Los Santos" days prior to the incident in question.
Is that how you met Sam?
The following day, on February 3rd, 2023, Erwin Dundee and Samantha Sanders text one another. Erwin told Sanders in a very poorly coded message, quote, Don't be involved. I don't need you there to clean up the apartments. It's too hot. And Sanders responded, quote, okay, thanks for cleaning up, smiley face, end quote. On February 3rd, 2023, at approximately 0532 UTC, officers were investigating a crime scene in which Erwin Dundee was a prime suspect. The facts underlying this incident are largely irrelevant, and the defense would likely argue they're prejudicial, so I'm going to gloss over those. But what is important is that while on scene, while this matter was being investigated, Erwin Dundee pinged the defendant as seen in her telephone records on page 30. Sanders and Dundee correspond back and forth, and eventually Sanders provides her ping to Erwin, who pings her to the scene where the incident is being investigated. And this conversation occurs at approximately 4:24 UTC. In the People's Exhibit B, it is noted that while Dundee is being questioned, he is asked about a positive GSR test. Dundee states that he had, quote, been changing a tire, end quote, while the defendant in this matter simultaneously blurted out, quote, we went shooting earlier, end quote. A statement which the self-authenticating public record of this incident describes as, quote, as having, quote, shocked officers. Now, forwarding to this current situation, Sanders and Dundee had been attempting to coordinate a plea deal with Sergeant Demi Black for several days. On February 8th, 2023, text messages show a back and forth between Sanders and Black negotiating terms, and Sanders telling Black to call Dundee. Essentially, the lawyer telling the investigating officer to call her client directly instead of talk to herself.
Oh my god, if you want to talk, go outside.
2 days later, Sergeant Black met with Erwin Dundee and Samantha Sanders in the courthouse of the Dennis LeBar City Hall, right where I'm standing now. Sanders had gone to pick up Dundee and returned to this location to discuss a plea agreement while waiting for a judge to approve it. All three of them walked downstairs into the cells for processing. While Officer Black was filling out paperwork to have the local DOC pick Erwin up and escort him to Bolingbrook State Penitentiary, she was struck several times until she fell down. Dundee then reached and removed her firearm from her person, spending seconds to rifle through her pockets, take the firearm, draw it, point it himself, and then began to open fire and shoot Black in the torso, at which time Sergeant Black's panic alarm sounded. While Black lay on the ground, she saw Defendant Sanders standing over her. Sanders began to rifle through her pockets, putting Demi Black's firearm back into her pockets where it had been previously removed. Black then overheard Dundee and Sanders begin to concoct a false narrative about what had transpired. Officers responded to a 911 call from Samantha Sanders at the Dennis LeBar City Hall, approximately 100 feet from where I stand right now making this closing. That 911 statement said, quote, someone came into the courthouse and shot Demi as we were processing Dundee. They ran out. In her statement to officers, Sanders indicated that while in the holding cells, Demi left the doors unlocked while processing Dundee. Sanders states that she then, quote, suddenly heard gunshots, dove under the desk, saw Demi down, and dialed 911, end quote. This initial statement is not only missing detail later given by Sanders in interrogation, but it is directly contradictory towards Sanders' own 911. Sanders' 911 indicates that, and I'm going to emphasize, someone entered the courthouse and then they ran out. However, she provided no such detail to the initial officers who arrived on scene. A statement which did, however, indicate that this mystery individual existed was Erwin Dundee's. Erwin told police, quote, Dundee was handcuffed in the cells with Demi Black when, quote, 6 individuals dressed in all black and wearing masks entered the courthouse cells, and those are the individuals who allegedly beat down Demi Black. Erwin also stated that earlier that day, he had visited an ammunition where he borrowed a gun and went shooting, a very similar story to the February 3rd excuse for Erwin Dundee provided by Samantha Sanders. This is also lacking detail later provided by Sanders to her friend, Brooklyn Baker, in a text message where Sanders said, quote, I just saw someone gunned down. They didn't stop shooting the body until they were out of ammo. That text message was sent 1 hour after the incident report was created. In her interrogation prior to arrest, Sanders indicated she, quote, went into shock. and thus recalled events differently than they initially and actually transpired. Sanders at this time told a recounting of events in which Irwin Dundee hit Black, quote, over the head until she passed out, end quote, which in and of itself is inconsistent with the medical statements, and then pulled a gun from Demi Black's side and began to shoot her. Sanders states she dialed 911 at the instruction of Irwin Dundee. When asked about the individual in all black from her 911, Sanders indicated that Dundee looked her in the eye and told her that a person in all black came in and performed the attack. And Sanders, quote, confirmed the doors were unlocked and someone could have come inside. To clarify, this is the interior door to the holding cell, not the door leading outside. Sanders then said in her interrogation that at the time she didn't believe Dundee to be capable of these actions, so she believed him. So again, this is an individual who is alleging both to officers and to this court that she was in so much shock that she believed this false narrative and therefore regurgitated it to police officers. And yet, by her own quoted statement, she checked to see if the door was unlocked so that someone could have come in. The same Irwin Dundee that Sanders days prior texted a friend, quote, had the longest rap sheet in Los Santos, end quote. Now, a week later, she, quote, didn't believe him capable of these actions. Sanders admitted to touching Black, but she stated during her interrogation she was checking for a pulse, but denied knowing what happened to Black's firearm. That is interesting, considering that Sanders also simultaneously stated that she hid under the table, dialing 911, waiting for officers to arrive. But it's also interesting because
Bundy
it's a
said
direct
that he would need like 2
towards
minutes.
officer testimony in which absolutely no medical was performed. What Sanders did not know is that there was an officer witness to everything which had transpired. Despite suffering injuries, Demi Black was aware of things that were happening around her. She knew she was beaten. She knew she was shot by Irwin Dundee. She heard Dundee and Sanders conspiring to cover up the crime, coming up with a story of the man in all black. She even felt Sanders rifling through her pockets and messing with Black's firearm, the same firearm which returned to the casings found inside of the holding cell. The defense will undoubtedly try to cast doubt on this statement. The people would point out the People's Exhibit C, indicating that Black had lost blood to her GSWs and had bruises over her body. Dead tissue was debrided, wounds were stitched. However, there was and continues to be absolutely no indication of head injury or any other incidents causing memory issues in the medical report of Demi Black. She suffered no head injuries noted in the report. She suffered no memory loss. In fact, the possibility was not even addressed in the aftercare summary. The burden is on the prosecution in proving this matter. However, where there is officer eyewitness testimony as to what occurred, supported by facts and circumstances such as contraindicatory statements made by the defendant on several different occasions, 911's conflicting with verbal statements, conflicting with interviews, conflicting with interrogations, which then also conflict with text messages to friends the night of the incident. That burden has to be more than met. It's also important to note that the burden on the prosecution is to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. We would just like to say that word once more for this court, just to remind you, because it gets forgotten a lot. Reasonable. Agreeable to reason, just, proper, ordinary. Sanders' excuse is that she was suffering from shock during the incident, shock which allegedly resolved 3 days later during a meeting with her therapist for which there are no records or notes. Shock which she allegedly endured while Demi Black heard Sanders and her co-felon conspiring to lie to the police about the incident. Shock she was allegedly suffering when her fingers rifled through the belongings of Demi Black and slid the firearm back into place where it was later found on Officer Black's person. Shock she was allegedly facing per her own interrogation when she checked to see if the doors were unlocked, to see if Irwin Dundee's story was believable, when he blurted out that individuals in black had committed the crime and not him. The people would also note that the day after this incident is when defendant Sanders sought to update her statement. So even her own recollection of events did not allegedly refresh until 3 days later. Why is she seeking to speak with officers the very next day? The answer to this is very simple. Samantha Sanders never suffered from shock. She simply sought to cover for Irwin Dundee. Just as she had with her alleged quote-unquote joke relating to his positive gunshot residue test on February 3rd, 2023, just as she did on January 31st, 2023, at a bail hearing where she put her own house as collateral for his attendance at trial, and where she paid his bail bond on that same day. And just as she did when she placed Demi Black's firearm back into its holster and conspired to lie to officers to cover for an attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. Tonight, the defense's questions are very clearly pointed towards the psychological state of the defendant as an explanation for the continuous outpouring of contraindicatory information coming from her mouth. No professional information is submitted related to this. No psychological evaluations, no therapist notes supporting the allegation of shock. All of this relies on plain layman witness statements that the defendant appeared to be upset. A feeling which is reasonably explained for someone who had just risked their job on behalf of their client by undertaking criminal actions. And a physical state which was clearly identical to that exhibited by the defendant at the time she was charged with these crimes, as heard on recording. A time when no one was shot in front of her. She broke down because she was being charged, because she had risked her job. The facts of this case are simple. Samantha Sanders was entrusted with a degree of responsibility by this state to follow the attorney guidelines. She was granted access to the MDW, a fast-tracked method of submitting FOIA requests, and access to ordinarily off-limits areas such as locked holding cells. Samantha Sanders then abused that privilege, and rather than representing her clients, she elected to conspire with them and to become one of them, aiding and abetting them directly after the commissions of their offenses, lying to officers about what transpired, physically handling evidence of the crime and displacing it during the crime in question. Samantha Sanders forsook her duties to this state, instead standing by what she perceived as a personal obligation to Irwin Dundee.
Is everyone still
For
awake?
these reasons, we ask this court to stand by the charges that she has been indicted of and to uphold a guilty verdict on all charges. Thank you.
I'm sorry, is this another pause for dramatic effect or defense good to go?
Oh, the pauses weren't for dramatic
Exactly.
effect. They were scrolling, Your Honor.
Log in. Hi.
Go ahead, Ms. Samuels.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm a bit chippy.
The police force of Los Santos has become accustomed and desensitized to violence. It's no surprise to anyone paying attention that they expect the same from everyone they interact with, to the point that it's easy for them to find fault in everyone they encounter when they don't react as a perfect witness. Samantha Sanders was the attorney for Irwin Dundee. She allowed herself to be charmed by his mannerisms and apparent kindness, as she has with many people in this city. Sam hasn't lived in this city for very long, coming here with dreams of being a prosecutor, wanting to punish people who did wrong. But when that door was closed to her, she took work as a public defender because her main goal was to help people. She met criminals before knowing the reputation in the city and was constantly and insistently surprised that they were hardened criminals because they seemed so nice. The police are, conversely, keenly aware of the reputation of all of these criminals. They are intimately familiar with Irwin Dundee, a man who brags of how many cops he has shot. But while Sam has seen his record, her experience with him did not involve violence until the night he assaulted and shot Sergeant Demi Black. She may have been representing him for murder, but in the end, he did not admit guilt in that incident and pled no contest. Text conversations leading up to this plea deal between Black and Sanders discussed how proud they were of his behavior and even how he saved Demi's life previous to this. Even Sergeant Black herself stated on the stand that she trusted Dundee to not start violence after signing the plea deal. Samantha Sanders has seen violence in the city, but she is not desensitized to it. She is a normal person trying to live a normal life while doing her job as an attorney. Seeing a person be shot in front of you is a traumatic event. Going into shock and not knowing how to react after seeing one friend assault another is not an unexpected response to someone who does not bathe in violence every waking second of their lives. Parroting what Dundee told her, following his instructions while her brain was trying to process information, potentially in fear of repercussions for not doing so, could easily be taken as guilt from someone who dedicates their life to pursuing criminals. However, officers responding to the scene made statements that she seemed traumatized by what had happened. She reached out to her friend, stating she saw someone get shot and they committed the crime, but not who it was. But without realizing that she was being investigated, Samantha Sanders arranged a meeting with members of SCU to discuss what she could remember as the fractured pieces of what happened that night came back to her, as she was instructed to reach out to update her statement if she remembered anything else. She approached them in good faith to give them information to help them. She even asked them to seal her testimony as she was afraid of retaliation on behalf of Erwin Dundee. Instead, she was met with fake smiles and lies, only to be berated and told she was lying, and that it was odd to give a statement to the officers in charge of the case instead of a random PD officer. That she was solely responsible for Dundee being sent off to Bolingbroke when she was in shock and had no authority to control his ultimate destination. The victim herself came into the interrogation room to also berate her and tell her she was lying. This whole case put forth by the prosecution hinges on the testimony of Sergeant Demi Black, stating that she felt Sam go through her pockets. While at the same time, Sergeant Black herself stated that she was fading in and out of consciousness. There's no evidence beyond this testimony that Sanders ever touched the gun. Regardless, the forensics testing of the gun would have been performed on Sergeant Black's weapon, whether the gun was next to her or on her person, as it was the only firearm that was present on the scene. There was clearly no attempt to hide the weapon used in this crime in a way that would have not been immediately discovered through basic police procedure. The accusations of conspiracy are also baseless. Sergeant Black was careless while processing Erwin Dundee, creating an opportunity for him to assault her. What he said or did not say to Sam are irrelevant, and while her brain grasped onto his mentions of a faceless assailant, she did not follow through on any of his other myriad of plans, and she went straight to SCU as her memories cleared. Even the Sanders trip to the ICU was stated as an attempt to visit a friend and leave her flowers. She had no motive or reason to wish harm on Sergeant Black. Samantha Sanders is here in court today after being punished for trusting the wrong person, and that trust being betrayed in a hail of gunfire. She's being punished for contacting the police and going to them to amend her statement, telling them of the violent actions of someone she considered a friend. Punished for reaching out to officers she trusted instead of rushing down to MRPD to give a report to a random officer. Punished for daring to believe the police would be her friend.
Yeah, kind of sounds like, I don't know.
Sebastian, anything to say?
First, I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sold, and now
I love how serious this
No,
all
Your
is.
Honor.
Yeah, no, same.
Miss Samos,
Same.
can you send that to me as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, going into recess. Thank you.
I need a couple of moments. I'm going to go down to the holdings, though.
If you
no, I
need a
just-
minute before we talk, you know, okay.
Oh, Bison can wait.
Just go to mayor's section or
Yeah,
wait, whatever,
I'm not
whatever you
feeling
like.
good. I'm gonna get back to that.
Oh, okay.
Miss Ursula, do you have food by any chance?
Yeah, I do.
Actually, you
Thanks.
give me the
You're welcome.
snackies so I can distribute the snackies if you're leaving.
Yep. All the food's on the ground. Give it to whoever needs it.
Thanks, Ursula.
Thanks.
Hope you have a good sleepy.
I think I have COVID, to be honest.
No, not the plague.
I know. I've been dizzy and weak all day, so it's been lots of fun.
Oh no.
When did we start submitting recordings for video cameras as evidence in warrants? It just hasn't been done. Well, the conversations that we had about in the past, especially the input I got from Lamar, is that we didn't allow video or audio recordings from police when it came to like surveillance because it was powerful of a tool because it would just make court cases useless. Because if we're gonna allow recordings on a video camera, then
Hope you're okay as much as possible. As much as Odessa is my significant other, doesn't mean I don't care for you. Now you wait.
I think that might actually require a talk with the other senators, to be honest. I mean, see what they want to do with recordings like that. Personally, I don't see a problem with it. If somebody's dumb enough to stand out.
This is your significant other. What does that mean? Not in that way. In terms of like, even though Odessa is like Jesse's, whatever they are. Because Odessa is like whatever she is to Jesse. Like, it doesn't mean that that's what she meant. But Jesse's really bad with words.
Literally see everything. And I read everything, and I've never heard of that.
Not like they're married already. Listen, it's almost, well, it's 2:30, almost 2:40 in the morning. My brain isn't working right now. Jessie might say things that she doesn't mean. I'm surprised she's actually making as much sense as she did earlier when she was talking with Kieran.
If that's the case, then it begs the question of why is he staking it out?
Itchy. Oh no. Fingal's in demon mode.
Yeah, you know, coincidentally, a senator just got in touch with me about something else.
Oh, perfect. Well, good luck with that. Let me know how it goes.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll just wait.
Hmm? Uh-huh. Thing is, I had a nap today. Okay. We're telling Steven right now, well, okay, we're not because of that darn meta, but we should. Yeah, he's just doing things for attention, honestly, so... Like, all of his flying drones and stuff like that, like... It's just him being dumb. He's trying to get people's attention. So I wouldn't bother with him. He'll get what's coming for him sooner or later. Nice. Oh.
He decided he wasn't needed anymore. I need to talk to you at some point.
Oh god damn it! Why does everybody need to talk? Why does I have been awake for 11 hours and 43 minutes today, and everybody decides they need to talk to me during the 2 goddamn hours I'm in court.
Might have to do it at Bolingbroke because I think I'm gonna be ordered to give him contempt.
I'm gonna get a poke.
Oh, I can talk to him now. He's step over here.
You may have more info than I don't. Hi, Fauna.
Hi, Fauna.
Hello.
I came to visit. I'm coming to visit.
I don't know how to process that sentence right now.
Are you all crowd?
Who's yelling for the judge?
I'm
Anyone?
No.
Nobody's yelling. Bill.
I thought someone was yelling for.
Oh no, I said hi, Fauna. She was on the other
Oh.
side of the room, so I
Hey,
was
man.
like, hey, you know.
If you want, you can go stand with your aunt after in the
Oh,
pity
hell
box.
yeah. Thanks, Uncle Bill. You're the best. Anyway.
It's your uncle.
He married my aunt, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
stand over here. Fine.
How you been?
Today it's cute. I can't. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just a little bit.
To be freed from the hell that is the DOJ.
Just a little.
Stop taking pieces.
I was the victim. I'm not even prosecuting.
Oh.
Is she like ignoring you? Are they ignoring you or something? Hmm.
Hello. You guys here? I'm gonna become a lawyer.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
Hey. Well, that's a whole ass thing that I'm not gonna be talking to cops about.
How you feeling?
I mean,
Feeling all right? Good.
For fuck's sake, please. I've asked like 3 cops to do it.
Do you want a new photo?
Oh god, yes, please. Not in this.
you know, I almost became a lawyer, and then I got scooped.
Keep in our profile, like former member of,
I mean, it's weird. Someone coming back from the dead, you know.
A long list of formers.
I was supposed to be a paralegal for Siobhan, and then I got scooped. He has a hard time. Yeah. And now I can't get a sponge. I'm not spongeable.
Judging? Oh no.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Well, at least we hope.
Kiki wanted me to
Sorry, too soon.
run businesses for the Bondi Boys, I guess.
Yeah, I think they got the killing thing after they were already hired, and that's why it's different.
Yeah, they killed somebody in the hospital. Didn't they?
Yeah, he did
Well, if
that.
they were hired already.
Yeah, you missed stand.
I mean, so far you seem fine to me.
Allie, because Allie was
So,
guilty and then immediately went on plotter.
as long as you're fine, I'm fine.
Oh well, just wanted to come and let you know.
Hey, can we have fashion court for Sebastian while we wait?
He's guilty.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
Wait, where's...
We need to recall Scarlet Winters if we're gonna do that. And I may have.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Scarlet's
testify
here.
that my ruled on guilty.
He looks amazing.
Look, the
What do you
person with
mean?
the biggest drip in this room right now is Quinn,
Look at him.
okay?
He is fucking gorgeous right now. Are you kidding me?
There's no one hotter in this room right now than Quinn. Look at that
Baby
dress.
Blue, look at her. He's so cute. Why'd you take that shit, Sebastian?
Oh, Sebastian.
Sebastian, why the fuck were you wearing a fedora? That's cringe. Are you a redder?
I don't have a hat on.
Wait, Sebastian, the fedora's other Sebastian's thing. I will be telling him.
But
Wait,
I'm
other
not- I'm literally not
Sebastian's
wearing
also a
hat.
redder.
No, my Sebastian, not Ableton.
Oh, okay.
That Sebastian and my Sebastian have like this blood feud kind of thing about they're gonna roll one. Oh. Yeah. But they keep.
Yeah, I had that with the other Odessa.
I don't know how that's really relevant, but if you almost named my dog Sebastian.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Cop. His last
Yo.
name's Bree with an S.
Guys.
Breeze.
Guys.
Shift 1. And
I'm getting my dog. I paid for my dog. I signed the contract
You
for
can
my
leave it
dog. I'm
anytime.
finally getting my
Hell
dog.
yeah.
It's only been like a year and a half. Why the fuck is...
Okay.
Okay, anyway. Fucking
Keep your dog away from Wrangler. I've been wanting to get a third pug.
Oh yeah, both of them. That sounds
Probably
like
try
him.
to use your dog as bait for OJ. Actually, no, I think OJ's still in Mexico. It should be fine. But then he also had Espapoodle, and I saw that dog once,
Espapoodle?
and it fell off a table, and then I never saw that dog again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. He brought it to an SCU
I
meeting.
think that's
Put it on his table.
Judy.
Threw the dog off. Dog fell off the table, and then that was the last time I ever saw it.
Sudi. Hey, lady, don't diss the fedora. Best friend once wore a fedora, and he still does sometimes.
Okay, bye.
Did I miss it?
Oh, I forgot. I have Cricket.
I mean, everyone in this courtroom can be united by two things.
Hello.
Right. The first one is fuck Gomez. Right. Yeah, very true. Yeah, and the second one is fuck Dundee. Yeah. Very true.
Hey,
I can
this is Tilly. This is Tilly. Hello.
Cricket learned how to bark the other day in court. I was surprised.
Oh,
I know Cricket was
surrounded.
I mean, you're hemmed in, but you could potentially
Cricket.
do it.
Cricket.
Hi, Avery. You
He
can talk
tried.
to Sam if you want.
He tried.
Said you need your meeting him there.
Hey, dog.
You know.
Oh, others Sam.
Oh,
Greetings.
I don't know this.
Avery.
Oh.
So as you can see, that investigation continued and did very well there, eh?
Cricket.
Yeah, I'm doing
That's a
pretty well.
wall.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm having a crisis here, sir. No, that's a wall, Cricket. Cricket. That's a wall.
Hello.
I'll be back. Oh, you can't go. That's a wall,
know,
Cricket.
They said they were trying to send me to fashion.
He'll
Tech
tire
for this.
himself out.
Karen, how are you?
Cricket.
And you weren't here to stick up for me.
Cricket.
Scarlett had to stick up for me.
By the way,
Okay, yeah, he tired
that's
himself out.
like the fifth time, but I still
Yeah.
don't know where else.
I heard you're the one that looks cute.
Oh, it's up the street.
Hey, okay, it's better
And
than
I'm gonna
bad.
get the contracts written up so it can be legal, and I'm not just like, you know, organ trafficking.
Oh man, I wonder how long this will take.
I feel like I would get arrested and the charge would be taken
Yeah.
for me. So I want to be careful and, you know, not be like, oh my God, Demi is.
Sebastian, do you have any
has
food
an
left?
illegal, You
Yeah, I
know,
have so much
body
food.
part
Diner food, Harmony
organization.
Diner.
You know what? I also
my,
have
like,
this rug
body
weight
parts
for no
There's so
reason.
many voices.
I couldn't eat the entire meal. Maybe like 6 feet.
Derek Shaw.
Thank you.
I apologize. Name's Alexander.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Alexander. My name is Quinn.
Hi, Quinn.
I think
Are you
Oh,
enjoying the
doctor.
court case so far?
Quinn.
He's
To
the
be
top
honest, I'm
dog
very
over
dull.
at the doctor's.
Oh, really? Well,
needs
from
to hear
over
about
here, it's
crazy
not been so
brain
dull.
stuff. You're like a brain doctor.
Higher than Blake.
Oh, you're a
Yeah,
brain doctor.
yeah, I'm a psychologist. Yeah.
You're a psychologist.
Been
Oh,
around
shit.
for
Probably reading me right now.
Surge work there.
Mhm.
No,
I-
not
What do you think
really.
she's seeing?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
think
what do you
she's
think I
seeing?
see? Yeah.
Wow, okay, well, I'll go
Yeah.
for it.
He's
You should be someone who cares to know
Is it in or on?
what you're thinking.
I did hear that. And then I heard he
He's
did
very
something
overconfident
stupid with
and
a
maybe
knife
a
and then
narcissist.
dropped out.
Oh, she's exposed me.
Shit.
He done something to fucking save his own life, Demi, let's be honest.
Perfectly with that.
You kind of look like you're about to burgle a house.
He was literally fucking kidnapped.
That's right. Where do you live?
Oh, this
I
is
live in,
Emily.
like, 8
He's also
different
what was my boss,
It's at the
and he's
office
told all of us about it.
My boyfriend's
I
a
guess
judge.
He
or
said that he
judge.
shot someone because he was
I live
kidnapped.
with
He wanted
him,
to get
and then I
killed.
live with Sebastian. No, my an ex.
Charlie is dying now, but I'm not
Sebastian, I live with
visiting
Siobhan.
lately.
Yeah, he's in ICU.
There's too many
I live alone
Yeah, I got
forever in my apartment.
If you just
At
wanted
all
food, you
times.
could ask.
Great.
I just want something to drink.
Hi, Avery. How are you?
Titus.
Yeah, I'm a taxi driver. It's great. So like coming here and
Same,
seeing this,
same.
it's like a different experience.
different conversation, but like you gotta.
Who?
There has been
Oh,
more like
oh no. Oh no.
more
You're a cop, you
flashy
can just treat
trials.
people
than
like
this
loot
stuff.
boxes.
I thought
Well,
you
If
got
you haven't
over it.
seen a trial yet, you should come like during like a
Okay,
block trial or
Food
something.
and drinks. It's like,
that.
look, there's a Titus
Well, this
vending
one
machine.
so far was great. Like when I was hearing PD's closing, I was like, you know
I'm
what?
about to starve soon.
You guys are right. You guys like
Same.
I have an extra sandwich that I stole from Titus. If you guys
But
want to
then,
fight over it,
I mean, Demi
defense,
would
when they
probably
went in
take that.
there
put it in the middle of the
and hit
room,
that
and you guys
uppercut,
can scrap
didn't
over it
break
like
it.
some
And I was
raccoons.
like,
I
all
don't
right.
know, babe. Do you
Now I don't know
want to
where
fight
to
over
be.
a sandwich?
And so I kind of find this to be interesting. That's why I
those
don't
might
I'm
be
too
one.
proud to
kind
say I
of
fought
shocking you
over a
found this so
sandwich
bland.
before.
But
It
then
was a
again,
good
I am a
sandwich.
narcissist. I'm overconfident.
I mean, if it's a good
Nice.
sandwich, it's
To
definitely
be
worth
This
fighting.
is
completely
a
shocked
Subway
that
one. I don't
something
think
of
he
this
put it on
caliber,
the
right?
one you fought
Wow.
over before. Oh, it
It's
was
just
a
the
Nutella
questioning
sandwich.
was taking forever.
What's your
and,
favorite sandwich?
You know,
Fair.
this side, these people tend to always
Probably roast beef with like
have a
pesto
lot of
and goat
witnesses,
cheese
like,
and like arugula.
and it
stuff.
just takes so
Like chicken and sweet
to get
corn?
through all the
Oh, so-
witnesses, and they
so
just
this
ask
is
the same
actually a
question.
That is my
over and over.
favorite.
Yeah, this is
Chicken
shorter.
and sweet
This is
corn.
shorter.
What
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
Corn
Just gonna say, I know what she's talking about, and yes,
It's really nice,
it's a good
Jacinda.
one.
That's
So
has got this
good.
close friendship. Yeah, friendship.
As you're aware, right? I
It's
mean,
not a relationship,
if I
but
am a
Tesco's got one, and I think Co-op's got a really good one.
it's not a friendship
Nice
either.
one. The Morrisons, it's all over the place.
Well, you're talking to people.
Where does how does the corn
fulfilling your
not-
need
I-
for
I-
Like
I
it's
have
like a
pizza
mayonnaise
too.
kind of
Take
thing,
it
yeah.
over here in the corner because I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
Subway have a new soap and
Excuse me.
So good.
Excuse me. It's the Greg sausage roll for the win. That's all I have to say about
These
it.
people.
Greg sausage rolls, yeah, she can't go wrong.
Oh my god, sausage rolls. I want a sausage roll
Do
now.
not be talking to me about
I
Greg
tried, I got
sausage
called
rolls
an
at 3
idiot, so I
a.m.
stay
I'm
over
hungry.
here.
This isn't fair.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's
Greg's 24 hours before she
I want a
says
sausage
it.
roll now.
Like pasties are really good too.
All the cool kids do it.
Great, Grayson, you
Yeah,
give me
it's like getting
Waitrose
Denny's at
vibes.
midnight in
I
America.
think took it the wrong way. See,
Am I
I'm
wrong?
from Canada, so before I moved here to the
Absolutely.
United States, like to send your regards means to like tell someone that like you care for them, you're on their side, you love them, right? And I guess that has some other meaning.
I didn't want to say relationship. Yeah, it's not a relationship either.
No,
it's just
I'd absolutely
whatever
rather
they
go to
have
Greg
is
sausage
adorable.
rolls than
Yeah,
Marks and
it's not.
Spencer's for a
No,
sandwich.
that isn't like normal.
Yeah, no, they have them really
Actually,
good.
Who sends their regards?
Relation.
Who said that?
I said she wishes she could.
They have a really nice relation. Let's call them.
Okay, the beginning part is a qualifier. That makes more sense.
I can't.
But if you just ran up and was
Hey Sam.
So, like if my last charge was like a month ago.
Who's this?
It's Jesse.
Oh, I don't recognize you, Blue Hair.
It's okay. How are you?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah,
I'm okay with this. I'm fine.
Can I come over, give you a hug?
Yeah, you can give me a hug.
Kareem was around.
Whatever happens, I'm here, okay?
I know.
Where did
I know.
Jesse go?
What? Go.
I
appreciate you.
Okay.
Go. I'm not going over there with you. But go.
Let me go to
Right
the
now.
other side because I feel
Until
like
my
I'm
judge comes
breaking
back in here.
rules.
Go.
Why are you coming at somebody sideways about their eye
Go.
patch? You look like your suit literally looks like it was
Go.
brought to us by
Just
the
me
color
who feels like
Sapphire.
they're breaking rules if
You know what?
I'm on that
He's
side.
deliberating, and there's two other judges in here. Judges, can I punish Harvey Holden and put him in the corner because he's being very bad?
You look like an old-timey photograph of yourself if you were on the Titanic.
He just has to stand in the corner. It's not going to disrupt him.
Why would that not shock you?
Because all the cops in the city
Thank
are
you so much.
narcissists.
All right, Holden, in the corner.
Oh.
Well, like 80%.
No, Holden, not the corner near us, the corner on the other side of the corner.
Yep. Yep.
It attracts that job.
Oh.
Thank
Oh,
you.
if I had a
I
phone.
would have
Look on
been
the people, man.
more
You better
surprised
switch.
if you said that you applied
How
for
many voices?
SDSO because those people are not narcissists.
I would so tweet out fucking
I might
Larby
just
Golden
settle
right
for
now if I had a
watching the
phone.
Britney Spears music video rendition of it, though.
The only one that I could apply for.
Hey Demi, I emailed you some. I need you to rate it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's the sweet corn sandwich. Oh no.
Yeah, you're totally peeing in the plant over there, Your Majesties.
To distract you because he said this was boring, right?
The hell
So,
is
like
this?
the narcissist.
Oh, it's so good.
Distract you for a few moments.
chicken
so
sweet corn?
you at least enjoy it.
Yeah, chicken sweet corn.
Okay?
Emily, can you just go ahead and
I
email
feel
it
like
to me?
the entire service here or something.
Everybody wants it now.
Network,
Like
right?
chicken
Why would
sweet
you
corn.
send this to me?
Human conversations.
Majesties, I'm Jet.
Why would you do this
I'm
to me,
piddling
my
in the
ancestors?
pot over there.
It's his birthday, you
Nope.
can
This
do
is
what he wants.
reparations for having to look at that unseasoned shit on the last name.
Do you want me to tell the judge?
I can't believe that he's playing the birthday card.
I actually have chicken and sweet corn spread in the fridge as well.
And I'm really
Might have one for lunchtime.
One sec.
Are you into
When's your
Nothing to see
birthday?
here.
I don't think so, but she called me
I
a
didn't have it written
Are
down.
you gonna like bathe in it or
Grayson!
something?
What?
4th.
You won't give me reparations for making me look at some unseasoned ass sandwich.
Unseasoned sandwich.
Your father's ass.
It's not your month anymore, move on.
Yes, it is. That's for another few more hours.
Not for me, it isn't.
Oh my god.
That is
It's my
true.
courthouse
Technically, it's the
now.
1st of March.
What do you mean it's your courthouse?
Twice in a row.
Alex, let me help you out.
I'm
But
telling.
you don't get reparations for Women's History Month.
I'm telling.
You're 38 years old. Shut up.
So bless or whatever. So actually,
I'm not 38.
Is there anyone? Carter's around.
I'll just pull a gun and start shooting
Ross
people.
does have the W
Trust me.
raise.
You throw shoes at me, I'll just start shooting. I ain't playing.
I'm staying right here where I'm safe.
Hey,
Also, I get a
Grayson won't
great
give
view
me
if I'm looking up to you.
reparations for somebody making me look at an unseasoned sandwich.
Somebody, she doesn't remember my name.
I think I know what
Now
you're
I'm
talking
upset
about
because he
and I've
says
seen a
it's no
picture of
longer
that
my
sandwich.
month because he's in a time zone ahead of me.
And I'd eat that
I
sandwich.
know, that's what I said. So I said, I'm calling Carter.
Oh, the judge is
I'm
back.
telling.
Right? In terms of like a professional capacity.
Damn it,
I mean,
good. The judge is back.
Okay, you didn't say professional capacity.
Well,
if you
it
want my
was in-
number as a psychologist,
we
have
not
you
been
give my
like
number?
someone's throwing shit
Order in the court.
I haven't been sitting. I haven't been like, hey, what websites do you browse when you're at home? What kind of games do you play at your
Hey
home?
guys, shut up. The judge is back.
Talking about like Canada stuff and sending regards and.
I'm sorry, my leg.
No, I could be heard.
I'm sorry. I'm going back.
No, 39 is not old.
Yeah, you have to whisper. You have to whisper.
Are you whispering?
I swear to God, I'm on Whisper.
Okay, okay.
I'm on Whisper. Oof. Oof, -1 right there.
Oh, can I take it too?
Be careful.
How do-
She might
how do
think
we
you
do
now-
her up.
Shut up.
Okay, just want to make sure. Oh,
I'm gonna hold my thoughts on hearing that sound.
I'm gonna go add.
Is everyone back that it's required to be back?
No, every time I
I
scream
think
out
Bundy's a bit.
We're good on our side.
Bundy's being on the plant.
Bundy's just watering the
He's
plants.
still piddling in the corner over there, but it's okay. It's a birthday piddle.
Just watering the plants.
Yeah, he's just watering the plants. I mean, he's not doing anything.
Oh, he's not over here.
No, it's not that corner.
He's over here, Val, over there.
He's on the prosecution
Yeah.
side, Your Honor.
Oh.
This is not gonna go good. Oh, he's taking an interest. He's taking an interest.
Jill just staring while he does it's a bit weird, bro.
I fixed
Are you gonna measure it?
What the fuck?
This is, I don't like this.
Beat his ass, Lennon. Beat
Grayson,
his
why are you
ass.
kink shaming? No, he's the judge. I don't
He's
want to go
honestly
to jail,
talked
but
a lot about
no.
his
Hey, there ain't nothing narrow about what's
thing
in
in
front
court.
of you, Bill. You should.
I mean,
Oh, come on.
he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I don't know.
Are you gonna wash your hands?
No. My hands are probably the cleanest thing in this
TMI,
courthouse.
and nobody wants to hear it.
Gross.
Keep
Ew.
going. That's disgusting. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I mean,
I feel like I pee all over my hands. Who does that?
Yeah, I paid for that guy who didn't pay for you.
Probably one of the few things Bundy
Can
and
I
I
get
both agree.
reparations?
Yeah, when would you?
Hell yeah.
Today we've heard a lot about the incident that occurred within this building. There is no duty in this state when it comes to reporting crimes or even seek medical assistance for someone who is injured. The UPD has made a very pointed argument showing a history of the defendant and co-conspirator working together and planning various events. Even in the interrogations, we heard Miss Saunders state she didn't want to destroy her friendship with Dundee. We've heard an affirmative defense from the defense that hints at anxiety issues or other issues that may have explained the difference in testimony at the scene as opposed to interrogation. We further heard the defendant had broken down at the scene, but was not met with any evidence or medical opinions to help collaborate this notion. I wish there had been some sort of professional opinion to collaborate this, but alas, we did not hear it. The defendant, Miss Saunders, has a defense of being frightened of guns, making comments such as scared of guns, but also the defendant states to officers she was hunting in other incidences. It seems odd that we have not heard a single thing to rebut the prosecution's statements, but rather attempts to push holes into the testimony, and these attempts did not work. I wish we could have heard some sort of rebuttal or explanation from someone who is being portrayed as being a prosecutor hopeful who wishes to uphold the justice system and what it stands for. Had the defendant simply ran outside when the shooting had started and walked away without making a misleading 911, there's a chance it would have been a different story today. But this time I have no choice but to rule in favor of the prosecution and deny this appeal. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any questions, please see me. Bundy, Demi, and Birch. You're not free to leave. Come see me within a couple minutes with Mr.
Thank you,
Holden.
Your Honor.
I'm yelling so everybody can hear. Hi, I'm Dr. Lennon Bundy, and I just wanted to let everybody know because there's a large crowd of people here. It's Bundy's birthday, so wish him a happy birthday, please. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Bundy.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
You You got your birthday
Born
piddle
and died
pass.
on
No,
the same day.
stop. You have a count of 3, and then we're gonna sing happy birthday.
Hell
to you.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
order to stay
Oh my
possible.
god, no.
Oh my god,
This is always terrible. I love it.
Sorry,
Three.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear.
There you go. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. And there it goes.
Seems hard.
Happy birthday.
That was
It was beautiful. Most of what I
You
heard was
look
Doug,
like
but it was beautiful. Thank you, everybody.
monkey and you live in a
that's the equivalent of
zoo.
good old days where everybody would clap at the same
I
exact
mean,
time.
yeah, we do live in the
and it
zoo.
would
It's
break the entire
it's
city.
this
at
room. This
times.
room is the zoo.
It is. This is true.
Oh,
Alright, I'm heading out.
yeah.
Where's Demi?
Babe, I need food. We need.
Demi.
Sorry, I was
F5.
distracted.
Oh my god.
Hello, it's me.
Hey. Oh yeah. Let's go to chambers. We'll deal with this, and then I'll deal with Birch.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Right? Like, oh, and also, like, well, it's because
Oh, I have to pick him up from jail. I have his car. I have his car keys. I have to pick him up from jail.
Are you Sebastian's wife?
I'm his best friend.
Best friend. Gotcha.
no,
Okay.
no, her
Yeah.
boyfriend is an ex-judge, by the way. Don't try and riz her up.
I don't think I was trying to.
No,
Sassy.
neither
You
was
You
I.
just
wasn't.
run
No,
away
she
instead of,
wasn't.
obeying whatever
She
the person with the
wasn't, though. She
weapon,
was just asking.
out tells you to do.
Yeah.
'Cause apparently that makes sense.
Asking because he got mouthy with the judge.
To deliver a
Yeah.
message.
Okay.
So if someone holds a gun up to you guys, you just gotta run away.
That you're trying to kill her.
No,
I mean, I did
wait,
almost
no.
get
Well,
kidnapped on the
talking
way
to
here, but I
the
gave them some
psychologist Wynn
trees
here, I
in
figured out
exchange
the problem. I
for
didn't tell you
letting me
guys
come
really
here
what I
and
said.
help them.
I said that like Avery cares for you. She sends her regards. Did you guys only heard the sends her regards part?
Nah, everybody's okay.
See what I'm
People
saying?
People disperse real quick
And I
when
was
it's done, I
laughing
think.
because remember, I was trying to gain this guy's trust.
Oh, the shiny miss.
These doors are always a
Let
pain
me
in the
help you out
butt.
with that.
Don't worry, I can take an L. I love L's. Give me 4 L's.
Eh.
I'll take a W.
Right.
You want me to grab you?
Call yourself a W chaser.
No, it's not worth it because W's.
I wish you good luck for the future.
Thank you.
I think she's just.
And to be honest, you gotta let other people have W's.
I can carry
She
around
just
if you
wants
want.
to
I think
leave here.
she's just catatonic enough.
Use your smile to change the world before
Yeah.
the world changes your smile. Right?
Don't
That's
tell the other
multiple
cops
different meanings.
that.
Go ahead.
No, I know they tried to, they think it's some Barnes.
I think it'd be good to
Yeah,
get
I
her
like
out
to
of
be
here.
content, it's over.
But like the thing is,
lobby
like
and just
you got to think about it, right?
Yeah.
Every day you have a chance to use your smile, right? You never know what people are going through out there, right? Like, Los Santos is tough.
I should also clarify,
right?
he's not a cop.
Oh, she knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that he applied for it. So I was just letting him know not to talk like that around the other cops. 'Cause
We need to go raid Sam.
I'm about the community, right?
Tell the cops how great
I'm
you are,
not
how great your life's
reactive.
gonna be every day.
if you're like SDSO, I mean, you'd be into that. But some other cops might make fun of you.
Actually, it's SDSO that makes fun of me on the daily.
What?
You
Captain
might be in
Boostic.
trouble.
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I love him. He's been my connection. So
He's a good guy.
he's the one that set me up on this whole thing, and that's how I found. I decided to take it upon myself to find the weed operation, and then expose it a little bit.
Be careful though. You're a civilian doing that shit. You could get.
I could get killed. I gotta be careful. But if he gets a promotion out of whatever I do,
Yeah, sleepy
I have a
time.
good chance of becoming a cop. Which, you know what? That's really what I want to do. That right there is it. I can continue my father's legacy, which is the whole reason I moved out
Have a
here.
good
right?
night, sweetheart.
So it might be a little risky, but isn't every day risky when you are actually a cop?
Oh my god.
Cop stinky.
True.
Oh god.
True. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right, Miss James, you and I have a place to be. Let's get out of here.
Oh my.
Help!
Alex, it was
Get some.
a
Help!
pleasure. I'm sorry for
Help!
thinking I was
Help!
Have a good one, Miss Tree.
Help!
Yeah, well, that's my job, so.
You wanna grab your shit?
Yes, please.
Did you drive here?
Yeah.
Ah, heck. Okay. I gotta park my
You
car
need
back.
my
in
back,
emergency
Avery?
meetings.
As long as
Yeah,
it
Avery.
didn't blow
Avery
up,
Jordan.
I should have his car.
Tomo,
keys.
let me see. Tomo.
Yay, got my stuff.
Okay. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Yeah, nice to meet you. See you again.
Bye bye. Avery hates you.
Why?
I don't know.
You did
I think
expose.
they all do.
Yeah, accessory. Burner.
Yeah, here. All right.
Hi there. How are you?
Sorry, going 42. What's up?
I was saying hi. How are you?
Good. I'm going to bed.
Oh, that's great then.
Good
You're
sleep.
right,
Have a good
Jordan.
sleep.
I was gonna get blown off. You were right.
What?
What was the question?
I wanted to know, like, is it your hair natural or do you dye it? Like, and that's not because I'm trying to rizz you up, okay?
What the? Oh my god, what the hell's going on here?
Oh.
My color is my father.
Really?
Right, yeah, and we were just talking about him a few moments ago. You can ask Jordan, so it's like... Anyways, I'm sorry for bothering you, okay?
Oh no.
Have a good one.
Have a good day.
All right, let's get out of here.
The hell was that about?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to talk about my hair color.
Oh. Oh, you haven't seen my new color in my car.
I have though.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you have.
You can go with Odessa.
Well done.
Odessa, take care of Lennon for me while I'm in jail. Oh.
I can drop her off.
Yeah, at least take the charger and drive her up to prison.
Prison? Okay.
Yeah, because that's where I gotta go apparently. Only 50 months. I'll wash some dishes. It'll be fine.
All right, Jesse. I'll see you at home.
See you home.
My car's here still too. God damn it.
Oh.
Actually, does he park? He parks it in the shared parking normally, right?
Fun daddy.
I don't know. Let me call. Oh, he's on the phone. Heck. I don't know if he does. I guess he's probably gonna want it up there, anyways. Hey Jesse, can you meet me at the prison so I can drive back down and grab my vehicle?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, appreciate it. Stop jaywalking. It's illegal.
Whee! He's actually got to go to prison. Why though? I didn't get it. I'm just gonna give them a head start, just cause. Just gonna be like, I drove very safely. I don't know what you're talking about. Ew. Contempt of court, maybe. Maybe it's the only thing I can think of. Bring the volume, the in-game volume down. Whee! Chat, if Odessa asks, we drove under the speed limit, okay? We're just very lucky with the hell's going on there? We drove under the speed limit. Yeah? Best driver. Exactly. Shh. You're being very legal. Shh. Very legal.
Let's get the fuck out of here. We gotta go back to the courthouse though, because I gotta grab my cart.
Okie dokie.
This is not a good car for me to wear skirted.
Oh well, just. Yep. That's why I kind of stopped wearing dresses whenever I'm driving this. I'm driving very legally, officer.
Uh-huh.
I definitely
I mean,
followed.
I've got a black blip. They're not gonna pull me over in a civilian car.
Yeah, fair.
Just go take it to Elgin, get off at Elgin, and then crowd across occupation, and you'll be fine. There's no one.
Okay. I'm gonna pretend I know exactly where those roads are.
It'll be the second exit on your right.
Okay.
Like proper exit.
It's fine. No one ever stops me in this car. It's too fast. They can't be bothered. This one? No.
Yeah. Yep. Then hold it
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Then cut left. And then to the right. Oh, there's a car coming slow. Stop at the red light. Oh, no, he's turning. Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep, you're good. You're good all the way to the courthouse.
I promise I'm a very good driver. I always stop at the red signs, the lights and everything.
And then just to the parking spot so I can pull out my Explorer. You gotta see what it looks like right now. It looks so good.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I love the black and yellow. It looks so good.
Love it.
I bet. I'm gonna drive this off back to the work, and then I'll meet you at home.
Mm-hmm. Let's see you home.
Bye.
Bye. When cars honk is just the other cars clapping at how good you are. Exactly. Oh, well, shit. Yeah. Sam is around. Court didn't go in her favor. Right, chat. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm very tired. Where's Sam? There we are. Wild Flower Wonder. Thank you for being here. Why didn't it work? Did it work? Heck yeah. Alright, chat, go give some love to Wildflower who plays Sam. I hope I enjoyed the stream. I am gonna nap. I'm gonna sleep. I'm very, 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 very tired. I'm sure I'm gonna see you around tomorrow. I should be okay to stream tomorrow, so yeah. I love you all so much. I hope you had an amazing stream. You enjoyed it. Thank you for the followers. Thank you for the love and support. And yeah, bye, 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 bye.